banging, man. This your boy Nutso. Mr. Get With It and get your face knitted. Reppin' that Q Borough, nigga. Flushing Queens, man. I'm out here with my motherfucking family. You already know what it is when you hear that. Ooh, hey. Yeah, nigga. Screwball Radio with Black Poet and King Eric. Common, what up? This is what we do, man. Nutso, Queens. Was banging, nigga.
Yeah, it's your boy Life Pretty Long, live from the pandemic. Yeah, so keeping the vibes right. You know what I'm saying? We got Screwball Radio with your man King Eric, Black Poet. Shout out my man Common, you know how we do, you know what I mean? Screwball Radio, get in tune, baby. We out here, let's go.
Yeah, what up, man? It's your boy Common, man, Screwball Capo, and I'm here on Screwball Radio with my brother Black Poet and King Eric.
You know what it is? Escape the drippiest of Screwball. I'm here with the wildest and the grimiest, King Eric and Black Poet at Screwball Radio. Oh yeah, shout out my big bros for life. John Nitty, Kyron, Common, Broncheck, Rest Easy KL Hostel.
What's hood good with y'all? This your big homie, Prodigy Hood from the South Central Cartel. I'm tapping in with the homies, Black Poet, Eric Mossberg, and Screwball Radio. Bang that.
What's up? This is Prince Power Rule, a.k.a. Marcano from The Leftovers, and you're listening to Screwball Radio with my man Black Poet and King Eric. Yeah.
What it is, y'all. This your player partner, the legendary Cocaine. And look, I want to give big ups to my East Coast family. Shout out to Screwball Radio, you dig? Man, big ups to Common, Black, Poet, and my nephew, Eric Mossberg. That's what it is, Screwball Radio, Buddy Boys, the legendary Cocaine. We on that Monkey West Funky campaign, you heard? Man, keep it wiggling.
Screwball.
Clowns, Queensbridge is the kamikaze hometown, where we take it slow and represent and keep the flow. KL's my name, for the ones who don't know. Yo, you are wild, then come check my freestyle. But if you're looking for R&B, then you're up the wrong alley. You're in the midst of an underground sound, mixed with hardcore lyrics today, yo. You can witness me crossing over, kids, I wouldn't bother. Cause when it comes to raps, I got a notebook of horror. Affiliated with the Madmen Incorporated. Now that I made it, a lot of niggas are frustrated. But hold your tongue, cause you'll get hung with this mic cord. Lyrics of worship, so I'm praised like the Lord. For freaking the style, but hold up, cause I didn't flip. Now female vocalists will catch it well as the males. Cause I'm known for busting my rhymes like 9 shells. I give the hell over the track when I rap. My vocal impact will make the mic feedback. Queensbridge back, come up to the rim. First thing is the phone, come up, then we out here. Queensbridge back, come up to the rim. First thing is the phone, come up, then we out here. Queensbridge back, come up to the rim. First thing is the phone, come up, then we out here. Queensbridge back, come up to the rim. First thing is the phone, come up. Queensbridge got the world caught up in the groove. You love to hear the story caught up in the groove. Room sounds of suburb, yo, it's time to get smooth. Inhalation of the lala put me in the right mood, no doubt. Kamikaze's raw dealer from the bridge when niggas wild like Lebanese gorillas. Shutting down shows, terrorize all the hoes. Always see us at the parties where anything goes, even body parts. When I take my ox to a herb's nose, I'm real with my shit, kid, I hope you know. I got something for you scumbags, f***ing up our flow when your rap ain't real. Cause it don't mean nothing when your shit ain't real. Cause you ain't never seen nothing when you will. What that nigga off something? Stop fronting, cause when covers get blown, niggas is getting loved in. There's no turning back when Queensbridge starts thumping it. Breaking niggas up for getting too close for comfort. kicked out their office buildings, stomping rappers off the stage into the streets with the villains. Yo, the bridge is over in 94, that's all the silence. Niggas stop cheering in the park because of all the violence. Yeah, this industry got me fed up with animosity, and plus I've been fed up with niggas jail like kamikaze. Man, don't cop a plea, man, don't cop a plea, cause we can freestyle fight. Bring out the guns tonight, because you ain't saying shit besides feeding my ears hype. Yo, turn up the mic, it's like so they can hear me right. Marley designed the beat, lyrics completed when combined. Man, this is that niggas can't wait to rewind it. Now shorty, see the light until your eyes get blinded. Yo, Marley, we keep it real because you know we know the deal. Every time we go to clubs and shows, we pack the steel. Queensbridge, back them up to the rail. First thing is the front, we f them up, then we out here. Queensbridge, back them up to the rail. First thing is the front, we f them up, then we out here. Queensbridge, back them up to the rail. First thing is the front, we f them up, then we out here. Queensbridge, back them up to the rail. First thing is the front, we f them up, then we out here. Yeah, 96 buildings of terror, 6 blocks of hell. North side, the south side. My crew, the Madmen Incorporated, Big Poet, Sean Black, Jai Eddie, Kimbo, Knuckles, Ninja Boy, Cornerstone, Big K, T-Funk, Paco, Dread, the Little Hellraisers, Havoc, Aston Oz, Dredge, John Doe, Marley Marl, Baby Biz, to the 40 Busters, the Shorty Busters, Vernon Posse, E-Buddy Crew, Hilltop Hustlers, Prince AD, PhD, to our hip-hop foundation, Jabby Jab, Cousin Brew, Jazz, Larry Lab, T-Tom, drop the bomb, and we out.
You know we gon' L.
What? Set it off, what?
You know we gon' L. You know we gon'
My nigga
you know
playing.
we gon' L.
Real
Black
niggas.
poet.
You know
Phallus.
we gon' L.
Fuck the dumb shit. Niggas want drama, you know who to come get. The capital P, the O-It, smash motherfuckers up, crash motherfuckers up. Leave your body in the closet for a motherfucking month. Niggas know my flow's relentless. I said it, I meant this. Niggas get high, bitches get bent. Everybody know poets on some hood shit. I'm with every thug round the world trying to get rich. If you doing your thing or slinging your thing, you know and I know, nigga better bang. Watch them hoes, watch them snakes. Real niggas in the game, fucking with cakes. Real niggas in the game knows what it takes. And real niggas let you know what's real and fake. Like my nigga Primo, he reached out to me, yo. Wherever he go, I go. See, he me amigo and we gon' ill.
You know we gon' L. You know we gon' L.
One love to those that died in the field. So many names don't got room to spin them.
This ain't a game, nigga. You know we gon' L. You know we gon' L. You know we gon' L.
Yeah, I sat back, I watched y'all niggas, I clocked y'all niggas, played you on my box as I pump rocks and figured, gotta treat this like drugs, chop my shit bigger, lyrics gotta draw blood, kill y'all weak niggas, represent all thugs and all money getters, I need some rings and blings and shit that glitters, and plus the word on the street is, I'm hotter than 2 blazing 9mm, you can't believe this, A&Rs, they pulling out they hair, they getting fired, cause they had a nigga right there, CEO screaming, why the fuck you didn't sign him? He wanted a mansion and some hot boy diamonds. Should've gave me the world, stupid fuck. Look how I'm rhyming, wild and climbing, pounding, grinding. I ain't lying. Mad niggas ride with me, die with me. Believe me, nigga, you don't wanna have to collide with me. We gon' ill.
You know we gon' L.
One love to those that died in the field. So many names don't got room to spin them.
This ain't a game, nigga. You know we gon' L. We gon' L.
Yo,
You know we gon' L.
you know it.
L.
Yo, got it together now, Mo Cheddar now, rest in peace, Pops. And my mom's, I can't let it down. Queensbridge representative, styles unlimited. Hot shots, hot rocks, I'm sending it. Who else you know can flow like Poe? For the love of this shit and not the dope. I write my own rhymes cause cause I love this shit to death. Niggas don't got respect, they just writing the checks. I might sell 10 mil if I learn some steps and bleach my skin in front like I'm from the projects. But all I can be is me and catch wreck. As far as the eye can see, my whole set. Screwball gang stars coming in planes and cars. Moet bottles with your brains on it stains the bar. From now on, shit is getting more real. My niggas in QB, I'm leaving y'all to hill. Cause I'm off the wall and I'm illmatically ill.
You know we gon' ill.
One love to those that died in the field. So many names don't got room to spin them.
This ain't a game, nigga. You know we gon' ill. You know we gon' ill. You know we gon' ill.
You know and I know shit is real. Poet and primo, them niggas on ill. The whole industry's about how to feel. Poet and primo, them niggas on ill. You know and I know shit is real. Poet and primo, them niggas on ill. The whole industry's about how to feel. Poet and primo, them niggas on ill. You know, I know, we gonna ill. You know, I know, we gonna
Yeah. You can hear me?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, we good now.
Yo, what up? What up? What up? It's Kyron, aka Solo,
Yeah, Screwball Radio.
touching down Screwball Radio, the Hoon Hand Click. What up, Comment?
What's
Live
going
in the
on? What's
building.
shaking, my brother?
What up, E?
What's good, bro?
What's going on, fellas?
Yeah, we here, man. Episode 224.
What?
Knocking it down.
About to have a dope
Yeah.
show. About to have a dope show tonight. You know what I'm saying? Got my
Yo,
brother Life.
Yo, Comment, all your low lives, they was in at the spot last night.
Damn, man. I wish
Yeah,
I was
man.
there, man. I wish I was there.
If I would have known they was gonna be there, I would have called you to pull up. I didn't know they was gonna be there, but I just wanted to let you know they was in the house deep, representing.
Yeah, for sure. Every you know, Screwball is a little bit of low life too. You know what I'm saying? Because you know I kind of united the two. You know what I'm
But
saying?
you ain't know I used to fuck with them back in the days too. Boosting Kev is my man. He passed away. You know what I'm saying? But that was my man, Boosting Kev.
That's what's up. That's what's up.
I used to go to his crib. You know what I'm saying? My uncle used to take me there back in the days from Queens. He used to take me to Brooklyn to go see Boosting Kev and all that. And he was down with the clique and all that. He was down with the low life. So you know, I used to run around when I was younger, and they inspired me. I went through my polo phase, but you stuck with it. You know, you down with the clique, so you stuck with it.
Yeah. You know, it's just one of those fits. You know what I'm saying? One of those clothing lines that was always unique. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't wore it all. You know, I don't wore it all. You know, Fool, Rockaware, you know, Academics. You know, I ain't never wear no Sean John and none of that shit. But I definitely Polo been one of those brands that stuck with me. You know.
Copy. Now it's time for us to, you know, boost that Hoon Ham brand, you know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
You know, the Screwball brand, you know, everybody know that ball and that screw. Well, at least Supreme know.
Yeah, I mean, you know, I want to say I was doing a lot of merch with the Screwball
Yeah,
T-shirts,
but
sweaters.
now it's time to make it on a global scale and bring it and blow it up to the fullest. Now it's time for you to, you know what I mean? Because you're already doing it with the polo.
Yeah, yeah.
So now it's time for you to, mix it up, polo and screwball, put it together.
Always. Yeah. I always, if I'm not in low, I'm in screwball shit. You know what I'm saying? If I ain't in screwball shit, I'm in that man shit. But it's
No
I'm
doubt.
always repping what's in my heart. You know what I'm saying?
No doubt, no doubt, no doubt.
But yeah, we got my brother Low that's gonna be on the show soon. Legendary underground artist, lifelong. He should be tapping in with us soon.
Yeah, that's gonna be very interesting, man. Because I know he has a story to tell. He got a lot of dope music he putting out independently, so it's gonna be a dope bill.
But before we get into it though, I'm gonna have to say this, E. What happened to LeBron, man? I've been on your neck all week. All week I've been on your neck.
You see how I put it on ignore, right? You see how I put it on ignore.
Yo, Kyron, I've been on his neck. I've been on his neck all week. You know what I'm saying? Because, everybody be talking about LeBron this, LeBron better than Jordan, LeBron. Nah, we got to dead that talk.
But he had a good run. I can't front. He had a nice run. His run he retiring now, right?
I don't know about that, but everybody, yo.
That's what I heard. I heard he out.
He need to. All that GOAT talk, like, there's only one person that's been close to Jordan, and that's my man Kobe.
Yeah.
Gotta give it the beam, man.
Yeah, like homeboy.
Rest in peace, Mamba.
Yeah, homeboy on the Timberwolves, Edwards. I think he's gonna be good. He's gonna be something. I think he's gonna be something.
The way I look at it, that upset me right there. And then he went out in LA doing the victory lap. And I'm like, come on, Bron, you can't go out like that, man. One more year, man. You gotta at least kick his head in, then you can ride off to the sunset, man. But that don't sit right with me right there.
Now listen to me. Kobe, 5 rings, 1 team. Jordan.
But LeBron is a little bit different. We got to give it up to LeBron because LeBron won rings by himself, like alone. I saw him do that shit. I seen him change the trajectory of things before. I seen him do that before when he went back when he went back.
Nah, I gotta take that from you because if it wasn't for Kyrie Irving, they wouldn't have won that chip. They wouldn't have won that.
Yeah, but what about the Miami joints?
That if Ray Allen ain't hit them 3-pointers, they wouldn't have won that.
I seen him change the whole. I'm talking about what I watched him do. I seen him change the whole trajectory of things by himself. I seen him put the team on his back before. I seen him do that.
Yeah.
With no help. You saw it before. You saw it.
No, listen, man.
He did that before.
He had
That's
Dwayne
one
Wade.
thing you can't take away from him.
He had Bosh. He had
I'm talking
Ray
about
Allen.
games when nobody showed up. When he had to do it by himself. I saw him do that before against the Golden State Warriors.
I mean,
I seen him do it.
Yeah.
Because Golden State's my team. That's why I know. I've seen him do shit like that before because I fuck with Golden State the long way, and I seen him do them dirty before by himself. They was pounding him out, and I seen him do some amazing shit with Golden State before.
Yeah,
It's a bittersweet thing with him being a Laker, and the only thing we got was one chip out of 6 years. But that was in the tail end of his career, though, man. We ain't get him like when he come in from Miami. We got him. We got him fresh.
Listen, that chip during COVID is not a chip. That shit is out of the cereal box. That shit ain't no. That shit is a ring pop. That shit.
Yo.
They can't. That's not. I don't call that a ring, man. I don't call that a ring because they ain't play all the games all season. Half the league was hurt. Half the league had COVID. You know, like it wasn't the league in its full
Yeah.
yeah. You know, y'all ain't even playing in front of nobody. Y'all playing in regular gyms. You know. You better have
Hey,
won
man.
that. You better have won that one. You better have. You know.
Hey, look.
That was a freebie. That was a
Yeah,
freebie.
man. Yeah,
You gonna
man.
take that one.
That one right there. They better have won that one. Come on, you. Nobody healthy. Y'all healthy, but nobody else healthy. Y'all better
Hey,
win
man. Hey, look.
Y'all
I was
better
like,
win
look,
that.
man. We getting that one.
That shit was
Hooker
like,
by
what's
crook.
that movie? Damn, what's that? Tropic? Nah. Is that Will Ferrell movie where they playing basketball and Andre 3000 is in there?
What's the name of that one? Oh,
What movie is that? E?
hold on. Let me look it up. I know what you're talking about, though.
You there?
Yeah, I'm right there. I'm looking up the movie.
Yo.
I gotta see. Yeah, I'm here.
Looking up the movie.
Oh, 1 second. It's semi-pro.
Semi-pro. That was that year. Semi-pro. That was COVID year. Semi-pro. For real. But yeah, man, I'm about to go tap in and see if Lifelong is about to come on. I don't know if you can
All
see
right.
if he on, right?
Yeah, as soon as he taps in, I'll definitely see him. Yeah, we hope to get him. We hope to bring him on. It's gonna be a dope build.
Yeah, cause he been doing his thing for quite some time. You know, whether it's hosting shows and just performing and everything independent, like he been around for a minute. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he got a catalog. He got a nice body of work too. Cause anytime we bring anybody on, I gotta sit back and listen and analyze them. So that way, when we bring them on, we hip on to who we talking to and who we talking about, and giving them their appreciation. And this guy, he has a nice body of work.
Yeah, that's for sure. Definitely.
Much love from California. Coachella Valley. Appreciate you.
Yeah, we need to be on them festival stages, Coachella.
We gonna be there next year.
Definitely gotta be on them stages.
We're gonna be there next year. We're gonna be there next year, bro.
Let's go. Let's do it.
We doing that shit next year. That's why I was telling you earlier, you heard?
Yeah.
Don't play with these people.
Yeah, I think he's on now. I'm about to bring him onto the stage.
Yeah, let's go.
What's up, man?
Hey, what's up, guys?
Life Liggy, what's going on, brother?
What's going on, y'all? How y'all doing? Can y'all see me okay and hear me good?
Yeah, I see you. Who
That's what's up. I don't see nobody else though.
Yeah. Hold up.
It's dinner time for the kids, so I'm eating a little bit while I'm, you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's all love. I usually just
Yeah.
rock
What's going down with y'all? I heard y'all talking about the Knicks and the basketball.
Oh yeah,
mainly the Lakers.
I just talking about the Lakers.
We talking
Okay.
about we talking about the Lakers, man, because
I caught like the last little bit of it.
Or like, I feel like all the GOAT talk when the comparisons between LeBron and Jordan should never happen. The only person
There you go.
The only person they should compare to Jordan is is the Mamba. You know what I'm
Mm.
saying? Kobe Bryant,
Mm.
rest in peace.
Mm.
You know,
Mm-hmm.
I feel, me personally, I'm not a LeBron hater because I like how his style of play.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But he's not clutch. He not clutch. You
Right.
know what I'm
You
saying?
know, me and him got the
He's
same
not the
birthday.
he's not the guy you give the ball when there's 3 seconds on the clock.
Right. Right. I see what you're saying.
He's not the one for that. You know what I
Right.
mean?
Right.
I'd rather give Jalen Brunson the rock 3
Right.
seconds before the game over.
Right.
He's gonna
Right.
deliver.
Right. Mm-hmm.
You know, and all my years watching LeBron, when the shot mattered, he don't take it.
True
You
indeed.
know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So that's how I feel.
Yeah, part of that's probably because he knows the ridicule is gonna come, but you don't care about all that, man. Like if you groom in that position to be the hero of the Jordan's throne, take that shit.
Facts. Sometimes you gotta
Yo,
just
listen,
go for the goal with it, right?
listen. I've been watching basketball for a very long time. When
Uh-oh.
Magic Johnson got the rock, he going to the basket. He going to the basket. All right. If Clyde Drexler got the ball, he going to the basket.
He's going to the
I'm
basket.
not saying that these guys was, in the Jordan era, he made it hard for a lot of people to make it to the finals.
Facts.
But you can't take away from the players that were playing during that time.
Facts.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But in that time, you had to be clutch for your team, and you got to want the ball at the end of the game. Dominique Wilkins, the Spud Webbs, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
The LJs and these people wanted to play, they wanted to win, but Jordan just made it hard for all these guys to win.
Mm-hmm.
Now here come LeBron era. It was easy for him to do those things. Easy. But one, Chicago drafted Michael Jordan. Michael Jordan didn't win his first year playing with the Bulls. He didn't win his second year playing with the Bulls. And he came into the league in 85. He didn't get his first chip till 89.
True.
Or 89, 90. I think
89, 90.
89, 90. And then he won 3 consecutive.
Right.
Yeah. Then he won 3 consecutive. And then he left. And then he came back and won another 3 consecutive.
And won another one.
LeBron ain't never leave. He had to leave. Yeah, he had to leave Cleveland just to get his first one.
Right.
And enter the first big 3. Enter the
Look at
first
that.
big 3.
See?
Wayne Wade, Bosh, LeBron James. And I'm gonna tell you this: Dwayne Wade, his first year, he won a chip with Shaq.
His first year? Wow,
His
yo,
first
I didn't
year.
know that. I didn't know
As soon
that.
as Shaq came over there, they won one.
Oh shit!
Because Shaq,
Yeah,
he
soon as
always
Shaq-
he was always pissed with Kobe. He was like, I got a point to prove.
Yeah, he's a good team player too. Shaq is a good team player.
But look, LeBron played with Shaq in Cleveland.
Oh yeah, that's right.
That ain't do nothing.
True.
That ain't do nothing. Yo, Kyron, you there?
That ain't do nothing.
Yo, I'm back. I'm back.
You know?
What's up, bro?
But yeah,
I'm back. I'm back.
yeah. Now we just talking. We talking LeBron, and they need to dead the comparisons, and You know, LeBron is still great. You can't take away what he's done, even though he
Nah.
played longer than everybody. You know,
Right.
Well, you know, I don't know. Either you love him or you hate him.
Right. Exactly.
nah,
It's a love or
like I
hate.
said, I don't hate LeBron. I don't hate him. I, I just don't like the comparisons that they do
I
with him.
used to hate that nigga.
You say you say hate on?
Yeah, I'm a Golden State Warrior fan, so I couldn't stand LeBron. I was just telling him he used to give us the business.
Oh shit.
I can't forget that.
Yeah,
He used to give us the business.
yeah,
Then
yeah.
y'all
But
read
listen,
up
Steph
about
Curry won multiple chips with the same team without no superstars. He was the superstar.
Wow.
He put the team on his back.
He put the team on his back, huh?
That's a
On his
fact.
back.
we
Right.
gotta give it up to
You know,
Steph though. Steph played
him,
the
Clay
one spot.
Thompson, Green. You know what I mean? Who's they big man over there? That I forget his name. They big man that was over there.
Who, Draymond?
Nah, he's a forward. I'm talking about they center.
Or they center player?
Yeah, you know, Steph Curry was the guy. You know,
Right.
Draymond Green, he's a good ball facilitator. You know, he
Right.
might make a couple buckets here and there, but
Right.
it's not the clutch shot. It ain't Steph
Right.
Curry with 2 seconds left banging that three from half court like it's water.
Right.
No, you know, Splash
And
Brothers was taking care of all of that.
of course,
All of that shit.
of course. And like I said, there was no other big name on there. And Steph Curry he won more chips than LeBron in the LeBron era.
Right.
Shout out Steph Curry.
Mm-hmm.
But enough of the NBA talk. Enough of that. We got one of the underground goats right now, Life
Sure.
Liggy,
Ah man, come on, bro.
my
I'm
brother.
humble. I'm
You know what
humble.
I'm saying?
I'm humble.
Definitely.
Shout out to all the party people out there, the Screwball radio listeners. Big up my brother Comic. Yo, thank you for having me on the platform, man. Appreciate y'all
Yeah,
both, man.
for sure, man. You know, you got my brother Eric Marsberg.
Yo, E,
And
what's good, brother?
What's good,
you
man?
got
How you doing out there?
Everything is blessed, man. Everything is blessed. You know, you see, I'm stuffing my face a little appetizer. You know what I mean? While I was waiting to come on.
and then we got the legend, the man himself, Solo, aka Chiron, legendary, Screwball Queensbridge veteran.
Queens
Rocking the
get the
shit.
money.
Chiron, aka
QBTM.
Solo. I was Chiron first. I was born with, I'm Chiron first. You know, I
Yeah,
was born
true.
with that one. I was born with that one. So you gotta say Chiron, aka Solo.
Nice, nice.
Lit
Queens get
boy,
the money.
lit boy.
Queens get the money.
Queens get the money.
So we about to start this off, man.
Yes, sir.
For those that don't know the history of lifelong, you know, you out of Queens, right?
Yes, sir. Queens. I would say Queens and Brooklyn because I actually spent more time living in Brooklyn, but I was born and raised in Queens, though. Went to high school, went to all
What
my
part of Queens?
schools in Queens, and then I moved to Brooklyn in '97. So I've been in Brooklyn since '97, and then
So
I moved from Brooklyn in 2020. So I mean, I've been a Jersey boy since then.
oh yeah. I
But
remember you moved to Jersey.
yes, sir. But definitely a QB,
So
a BQE kind of thing, with more of a focus on Queens, QBE. You know what I mean? Queens, Brooklyn.
right. So for those that don't know, you know, When did you get your first start in hip hop?
Um, as far as like doing hip hop, doing music, or just like my first start as far as like just vibing off the culture.
Yeah, like how old when you fell in love with it before it started becoming lifelong? When you was, you know,
All
the
right. Well,
origins of
before
lifelong.
okay, well before I became lifelong, just growing up in Queens, man, I feel like where I lived in Jamaica, Queens, that was like the epicenter of just, you know what I'm saying, MCs, dope hip hop. Even though the Bronx started it and the Brooklyn had a lot of things going on, Queens has a lot of history in itself, just for like MCs and just for like the culture. You know what I'm saying? Like we had our own park jams and stuff going on, and graffiti was very big also in Queens. You know what I mean? We had
Yeah.
crews like Shirt Kings and stuff like that. So just growing up in that era, you know what I'm saying? I was just engulfed into the culture. And then you know what I'm saying? I took it seriously, just like diving in and just being engulfed into the culture. Can you hear me okay?
Yeah, you back? You
Yeah.
back? You had cut
Okay.
out for a second.
Oh, my bad, my bad. So I was saying, basically just me living in Queens and just seeing everything start from an early age, from the 80s. I just was engulfed early. And I just got, you know what I'm saying, just got into it early, just being in Queens. All of the MCs that were in Queens, like that whole Kid and Play, Kwame, Salt and Pepper movement, you know what I'm saying? I watched all that shit come up, you know what I'm saying, as a kid, as a youth. So that played a huge part just on me coming up. And just like, you know what I mean, the breakdancing movement, seeing graffiti on the walls, all of that played just like a huge part into me doing what I'm doing now.
Right. Right.
You know what I mean? I'm a 70s baby. I'm gonna say my age. You know what I mean? I'm a 70s baby. So being that I'm a 70s baby, I basically came up under the most pivotal time of when the culture like first started. So if you're from that era, you just gravitated to the culture. It's like if you're from that era, you either was a DJ, you was a dancer, you was you know what I mean, you were doing some type of art, you know what I'm saying, or you was an MC, or you just was like a listener or a collector.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, because you know, I'm from that era myself, you know.
Right. So you know the vibes, you know what I mean?
Early 80s, like you said, I'm from the Bronx. I grew up around
Right.
the New York City Breakers.
Right.
You know, I was a few blocks from Marble Hill Projects where
Okay.
Kid Capri first had his first where he used to have his first jams at, you know.
Yes, yes.
Pardon me, just getting in my
Yeah, yeah.
house.
Yeah, yeah. We all chilling and you know what I mean, in our modes. That's why I love
Yeah,
doing interviews sometimes at home, you know what I mean? Because you can just be in your element.
yeah, we in the
Yeah, it's
Matrix,
relax.
you know.
You know what I mean?
We in
I'm
the
twisting up
Matrix.
if y'all don't mind.
Yeah, do you put it in the
Cool.
air?
That's
Yeah,
what I'm
it's
about to
all
do. There we go. There we go. Now it's just not me and Common on here.
Oh yeah, I'm outside
There you
in
go.
the
Peace to God.
LES. Hey,
Salute, yo. Salute. Salute to my
salute,
guy.
salute. Yes,
Yeah,
bro.
so getting back to you. So you young, you in the South Side part of Queens.
Well,
You
I
going?
was from Jamaica, Queens. I'm originally from Jamaica, Cambia Heights, originally.
So
Cambia
you
Heights and Lawton.
so is that up more towards
I would say
the Coliseum?
it would probably be more I guess you would say the north side, maybe. You know what I mean? Because it was way further than south side. Because south side is like right when you get to like Jamaica Avenue, it's like maybe like 10, 15 minutes away from Jamaica Avenue. I
Yeah,
was
yeah.
like, yeah, I would Cambria Heights is a little ways. You know what I'm saying? Cambria Heights, to be honest with you, it's right. Okay, so you got St. Albans where Tribe Called Quest and all them is from. And
Right.
then it goes from there, it goes into Cambria Heights, or you could go a whole nother direction and be in Queens Village. Or if you go straight after Cambria Heights, it goes into Lawton, and then after Lawton, it starts going into like Long Island, where y'all, you know what I'm saying, where you at, like, you know what I mean, go Elmont,
Oh
and
yeah,
then
yeah,
stretches
yeah.
out, you know what I mean, to Hempstead and all of that.
Right. Like New Hyde Park and all that.
Exactly. So I'm from Cambria Heights, Queens. Actually, to be honest, like, you know, not too far from Hollis, not too far from St. Albans. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Right, right. So this at that time, you know, you vibing out, all these
Yeah.
elements are around you. And I always ask this question. What was the record that you heard that made you say, I could do this?
Wow.
Like, I'm gonna tell you my record. My record that I first heard that pulled me in is Run DMC, You Be Illin'. That was one of the first records, my first vinyl.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That brought me into the hip hop. You know, because you know I'm from the Bronx, so every Friday night on the corner, you know,
Right.
they playing BDP. You know, they playing EPMD. They playing Special Ed. You know, they playing MC Shan. They playing Lords of the Underground. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is what I grew up listening to. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So,
Me too. Mr. Magic, Red Alert, all of that.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. You know, you can't talk about hip hop without mentioning Red Alert.
Exactly.
Red Alert had Kiss FM popping.
Popping, yo.
Hands
down. Hands down, bro. Hands down.
And Mr. Magic, you know, Mr. Magic show, Marley Marl, Mr. Magic, and DJ Doo-Wop on WBLS. I mean, Kid Capri was on WBLS.
Right.
And like I just fell in love with it. I fell in love with it, you know, from being in school and banging on the tables and making the beats on the tables, and you know.
So you know what was crazy? When I was in high school, I was more okay. So I was always rhyming from, like, you know what I'm saying, from a young cat. You know what I'm saying? So what put me on, I can't really say what put me on to like wanting to rhyme, but I remember hearing, like, Dana Dane's one of my favorite MCs, right? So when I first heard Dana Dane, Nightmares, and Cinderfella, and just like that whole Dana Dane, that's what kind of like had me open as far as like wanting to just do the MC thing. And then when I heard Slick Rick and Rakim, and then all of these MCs, it just like that, it got me engulfed into the culture. I would say what really, really, I can't say that was just one song that made me want to pick up the pen. I think it was like all of that stuff, man. Just like me seeing the hearing the music, and then once I went to Video Music Box and being able to see it, you know what I'm saying? All of that together, like made me want to do it. And then kids in my school, in my elementary school, when I was young, kids was rhyming and stuff like that. And like I was saying, I never really spectated in high school. I was always like watching. Cats kind of knew I rhymed because I was going to the studio but I just wasn't like the cat in the cipher in high school. That happened after I graduated. After I graduated, that's when I got the balls. You know what I mean? To do it. Pause.
So,
And then
so, what was the first? What was your first official recording? Your first release? Your first?
My first release?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. Solo release or just maybe just being appearing on something?
I mean, you know, it all starts with appearing on something.
Okay, so my first official release was in about 95, 96. I appeared on this mixtape called the Eddie Ill and DL mixtapes. And back then, that was something real big because it was like these DJs would basically put like all of these different known independent artists and known artists together, like kind of like, you know, like on a Clue mixtape vibe, but it was mainly like, you know what I'm saying, catered for, you know what I'm saying, the independent heads. You know what I mean?
Right.
So I got a chance to feature on that. And when I featured on that, it kind of like changed my life. You know what I'm saying? Because I was on there with Mr. Voodoo, Choclair, Afrolistic, Socrates, Scam, who did Eminem's cover. I rhymed right after Scam on that mixtape. So just being on that mixtape, it was something big for me. And yeah, so I would say like probably that was like my first real start. And then I appeared on the Science of Life Coming Forth by Day album that dropped in 99 going into it dropped in 2000. They just celebrated 25 years of it. So that was my first appearance on Wax. So when I got on that Wax,
how much is that? Hand me the one right there.
That opened up your eyes to it.
It opened up my eyes to
no.
It opened my eyes to you know what I'm saying, just seeing you know what I mean, hip hop on a different scale. You know what I mean? Like even just being on that mixtape, you know what I'm saying? It was like people were like actually hearing me, and people from other states, from other boroughs like had that mixtape, and you know what I'm saying? It was like I was starting to get my name out more than just like locally. And then when I got on the Science of Life vinyl, that right there was just like, it was just like dope because Science of Life kind of already had a fan base because they were coming off of the Fondlem Records release. And then when they put out their album on Subverse, which was a label that was A&R'd by Big Just from Company Flow, it was like it was something big, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, I feel like those were like my first two, like I would say like real like kind of releases, you know what I'm saying?
It just lets you know that it was real, like
yes,
like this could be your life, this could be your walk of life on the route you chose to go.
Literally, because after that record, that was when I appeared. After that, it was like I did a track with Apani B on this No More Prisons record that was put out by Raptivism Records, and that was like on vinyl. It was circulating, and then I got a chance to do a track on the Anti-Pop Consortium album. So it was like a snowball effect. Then the Cannibal Ox joint. So it was like a snowball effect. You know what I mean? After that Science of Life record. You know what I'm saying?
So did that lead to any record deals? Indie record deals?
I've never had a record deal. I've always basically just kind of like negotiated my own deals with independent companies and have done like one-offs and stuff like that. But I've never had like any major deal or anything like that. I've been in like major situations, I would say, but I've never like been signed to a major label. I've been independent my whole career, bro.
I mean, you know, at the end of the day, you know, it's a little more work,
right?
But but the freedom is ain't nothing better than
Yeah.
the freedom. Nobody controlling you, because back in the day, the labels would try to make you make records that wasn't you.
They still do that
Yeah.
shit.
Because
Yeah.
they more concerned about what the next artist is doing and how can we sound like them.
Right. You know what I
And
would say? I would say that me appearing on those records, it didn't necessarily like get me a deal or anything like that. But what it did do was it helped progress my name, and I was able to basically gain a fan base from artists that already had like a fan base. Now now those people that were listening to those artists and fans of those artists, now they started checking for my music. You understand what I'm saying? So I think so that it definitely increased my awareness and just my my awareness and my fan base, and I was able to politic a lot more too, appearing on those records. Because during that time, I'm not even gonna hold you. During that time, it a lot of people would think that it was easy to get put on and do stuff. It was very hard back then to get a lot of deals and stuff like that. Because you got to remember, we live in a city where there's a million people doing the same thing as us. So back then, it was a million people doing the same thing, and a lot of avenues and platforms were new. You know what I'm saying? So it was like you had to constantly be on the grind. There was still gatekeepers. There was still, people just hooking up their own people and not really looking out for people that had talent. So, I mean, it was definitely a struggle. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like the more I did music and collaborated with people, it helped get my name out there more. And it was a little bit easier to, kind of build in certain circles that I wasn't able to build in when I first started.
I mean, back in the day, that's how you found new artists, because they were featured on other people's albums. You know what I mean?
Right.
And that was always like a good catapult to the upcoming artists for being on somebody that was major. You know what I mean?
Definitely.
So
what's the label?
So here we go. Fast forward. You did these records. Where'd you come up with the name Lifelong and let the people know what the L.I.F.E actually stands for?
Okay. Life is an old name. So when I was in high school, when I first started dibbling and dabbling, I was in a group. So one of my partners from the group that I was in, he was like, we should all have like acronyms for our name. So he was like Life. He was like, it's an ill name. I think I had the name before, it was like Spark or something like that. And then for some reason I came up with the name Life. And I broke it down, which for myself, which means living in full effect. You know what I'm saying? Because that's the status that I'm in. Always real. I'm always in full effect. And that's also a term that like the B-boys and stuff used to say in the 80s. Like, remember they used to be like, in the place to be, living in full effect and stuff like that. So I kind of took it, I kind of took a play on that, in full effect, because that was something I used to love hearing some of the MCs and B-boys say coming up in the 80s. So I took the in full effect and then the whole play on life. And then as my career progressed, I added on long, which is just like lifelong. I'm tall, you know what I'm saying, slim. So like they was like, yo, lifelong. And then the Liggy came as just like kind of like a slang to mix the two. Like, you know how like in the West Coast they'll be like for shizzle, my nizzle and stuff like my kneesy, stuff like that. So the Liggy kind of is lifelong, like kind of combined, like on some Liggy vibe. You know what I mean?
Word.
So
word,
Liggy is
word.
more like just a nickname, but you know, but my artist name is Lifelong, Living in Full Effect, Long. Long is not an acronym, but I break that down too, which is leading on new grounds. And I've had the name Life since the 80s.
That's what's up. That's what's
Yeah,
up.
no. I had the name Life since the 80s. And I guess you would say professionally, when I was on that DJ Eddie Ill and DL mixtape that came out in '96, you saw LIFE on there. You saw LIFE on, you know what I'm saying, the Science of Life feature and all the other features. It was always L.I.F.E. So I've been running with that name for a minute.
Yeah, so on that note, yo, E, we about to take the people back.
Uh-oh.
And, you know, we're going to bring them back. And
I'm
play
here.
some,
I ain't going nowhere. I'm with y'all tonight.
Play some of Lifelong's, you know, couple of his first records. And let's get busy, E.
All right.
Yes, sir.
Lock it.
I'm here.
If y'all prepared, then aim steady, make your mark. From out of nowhere, I lit up the dark. Once again, the flow instructor with the beat conductor. We make music that'll make the ground rupture. So prepare for the earthquake shutting down your state. We arrive ready for war, plus half big, burning a spliff, a piff, getting blitzed, ready to mash up the place. But wait, I think you still ain't stopped and realize. Focus on the truth, I never spit lies. Cause a lot of y'all rappers got more tails than you got album sales. What you press ain't past the test, you fail. So take your position to the back of the class, rocking the dunce cap and your label as an ass. Y'all need to slow it down cause you're moving too fast. You're amateur MC. I spent time in the game, lifelong. I've been in this game for years. I spent time in the game. You're amateur MCs. I've been in this game for years. I spent time in the game, lifelong. I've been in this game for years. Hey yo, I heard it all from the best of the best. You still can't test. I leave you a mess like a baby's high chair after breakfast. I break fast, leave a rapper broken. Egos left shattered once my wordplay spoken years ago. I already left the mic open, so now I go in all day to rap fanatic. Killing y'all rappers so easily, it's automatic. Don't bore me with your gangster dramatics. Your hardcore looks don't make me panic. Rude boys still get murdered on sight. Life's the truth, fuck it, the light. I shine, ignite whenever I touch the mic. It's been a long time, so sorry I left you. I was just finishing up the last debut, but the kid's still hungry. I had to come back for round two. Lifelong. I spent time in the game. I've been in this game for years. I spent time in the game. You're amateur MCs. Lifelong. I spent time in the game. I've been in this game for years. And yo, you still want more? So I'm feeding you more nourishment from chef. You already know who dismantle you. Left in shambles, soloists or crew. Whoever, finger steady on the detonator. I'm an instigator, holding up my middle finger. Let's get it, set it off, pull the trigger. I let out another banger from the track blazer. So sharp like a shape up with a razor. Shock you with the roar like a taser. You got your wick split open with the laser. That's the word spray after rhymes hits your dome. More than just an ordinary average clone. So many not fit for the microphone. Time to run circles around y'all in cyclone. I'm crazed. Fall on fire, tragic blaze. Ready for whatever's clever, whether in the booth or on stage. I spent time in the game. I've been in this game for years. Lifelong. I spent time in the game. You're amateur MCs. I spent time in the game. I've been in this game for years.
that this is a smoking flight. Also, smoking is permitted in the lavatory at any time. Please use electric during takeoff or landing. Thank you for your cooperation.
I just woke up early in the morning, right before the day starts, crack of dawn. Piss, wash hands, brush my teeth, it's on. Gotta have breakfast at Champions, yep, ganja again. The cannabis, my herbal remedy, true natural medicine. Light up the incense, the camouflage and scent. Smell the aroma once I open bags of jars. Then crush the trees, split open the cigar. Whether Abbey, mints, chocolate, haze, hash, or piff. See the lifelong, always blazing a spliff. I do this for meditation, cool out relaxation. Every time I burn, I chant down Babylon's nation. Sativa got me zoning past your average stations on a higher plane, zoned out, feeling right. One with clouds flying high like a kite. Back the pipe, let's bun. Who got a light? Put water in the bong, catch a flight, let the smoke flow. We getting twisted tonight, a little stuck, so don't ask me much. And if you ain't fam, don't pass your Dutch unless I'm seeing you rolling that. Shady cats relacing blunts, true fact, no cocaine. Not trying to go insane. All I need is weed on my brain, no acid, dust, E, none of that stuff. Fuck your chemicals, I prefer a natural rush. Catch me in the cut, twisting up, or in Sweden we rule a hand. See me in Helsingborg, steaming with the fam. Best believe I bun up, stay Buddha blessed. Take a deep inhale, exhale, cough it out my chest. One of the best ways to relieve stress. Some say it's wrong, but how could it be? Hemp, used for nothing, analyzing history. Even the Declaration of Independence made from weed. Save ganja sticks, brew it into tea. Seed found on King Solomon's grave in BC. Legalize the plant, watch cities be stress free. If you're steaming right now, bun one for me. Certified weed head, can't get enough of the trees. That's why I'm so high. Every day I'm rolling up, twisting up. Yeah, I'm so high. It's sweet in between my hand, rolling up, getting up. So high. Every day twisting up, in the blood, in the slide fun. Yeah, in the Monto, in the backwood, in the easy rider. Anything, what? I'm twisting up, smoking it up. Got that dark. It's speeding up. You listen to this right now, you know you just, crush it up. Rolling split, light it. Everything is always proper. Let the trees, yes. Just float through the air, so high. Yeah, what? Sativa. Chime down Babylon's nation. Sativa. She's always on my brain. Yeah, sativa. Sativa. Where you at? Yeah.
Spit what? Spit it illy. Like this, check it out.
Formula the magic, couple of card tricks. Gambit in this, holding exploding aces. Watch it blow up in faces. Mutinize powers to heal nations with paragraphs heard on pirated stations of populations of revolutionists, growing green thumb crop botanists. Shamalek shaman, the head nodding purist. Captivate your soul with a scroll foretold. Elohim, fortune teller, lifelong the jeweler. Leave you in a paralyzed state, Helen Keller. Two peas, one pod, when both brothers flock together.
Develop the keen sense, avant-garde, lord the pretense. The message is hidden deep within the music sequence. Quadrant the abyss, the sun solstice. Navigate through dark matter like the Moors did. Of course it's morbid, the way he twists minds out of orbit. Focus the solar light, pocus, hocus, controller mic. Spit it illy. The Mata boy can't test really. Leave him inebriated as the thoughts get silly. Banjo Billy, the hillbilly. Until he know the truth really. He get the chili willy-nilly for really. Metu nectar, blizzards, quasars. Induced by photon lasers.
Deploy missiles from the lips to destroy. Make android clones forfeit. Microphones and humanoid, leaving men paranoid. Beats, fangs, claws, characteristics, animalistic.
Intrinsic, necromantic, gifted. Forensic, masochistically lifted. Sovereign sergeant of the last enlisted. When planets align, of course the earth shifted.
And brought forth the gifted, enchanted, mystic, non-chamba scented. Pushed the bar, Iliadic invention. You already know that Illy was the intention.
Disable technology with the use of simplicity, psychology. Artifacts found confirm zoology amongst the average social biology.
Listen to my shit.
Waxaholics, y'all. Yeah. With the tracks and the cuts. You know what it is right there. Your boy respect the God. The boy lifelong, you know what I mean? Perverted Armstrong. How you feel?
Now move along, get to going, man. You need some quiet time. Sit and think about why me and Life wrote these rhymes. Cats get spayed neuter for not watching their movements. A toast to the pulpit for talking that bullshit.
Move along with the lifelong respect to God. Put a middle finger up, cause times is hard. Living in a recession where motherfuckers get scarred like shank fights when prison inmates beef in the yard.
Now, Fritter's doing, my little girl is starving. Am I not supposed to wild out, man, start barking? I move along with Team Life right beside me. Got a handful of green, ease the tension.
Mention the name RL and not Ralph Lauren. Like respect, soon the name brand, your whole hood sporting. We pack out stadiums to small lounges with touring on top of our game. Our whole team's scoring.
Yo, what up?
Listen to my shit. Listen here. Move along.
Yo, what up?
Listen to my shit. Listen here. Move along.
Yo, what up?
Listen to my shit. Listen here. Move along.
Yo, what up?
Listen to my shit. Listen here. Move along. Move along then. Sing along, hit your bone, blow it out. We keep it going till morn. Official smoke champions. L-on, art of God like teaching charms. Spit over waxaholic tracks to make your head
Some
numb.
wax on, wax off, this waxaholic approved. Get a clue, get gone, I'm called my leg thong. Perverted, baby, flavor, methadone. Run around the mansion, stone, holding my bone.
Perverted with a strong hold, gripping the mic. I'm so fresh and so clean, toothbrushing the Nikes. I need to catch up to the team, we already in flight. I need to send a kite to the God AB, hope he aight.
I hope my cousins aight, they keep tacking on time. Easy locked in the belly cause these crabs started flying. But see, I'm relaxed, I just ask your ways to move along. Strong hold the game cause you dudes is vain. Yo, what up?
Listen to my shit. Listen here. Move along.
Yo, what up?
Listen to my shit. Listen here. Move along.
Yo, what up?
Listen to my shit. Listen here. Move along.
Yo, what up?
Listen to my shit. Listen here.
Move along. All these bars cross waters and borders to front steps. Full clips in the chamber equipped for nonsense.
Dispense jewels out the mental treasure chest with finesse. We bless, moving crowds every time we address.
Counteract with wicked words, my verbs hurt feelings. When combined with like dimes, y'all dancing off the ceilings. Peel back and bust, they come back to relax. Couple snacks and some push, then we're back to attack.
Smack you with what's appealing. We top billing, ahead of our time. A waxaholic spinning in the building. Your time's up. Every time we set it straight, we down for whatever. So pick the place, plus the day.
Call me Stevie cause I see through most y'all bullshit. Universal mental crack through matter like 4/5.
Slip and construct, twist you into a piff split. Serving y'all fiends, steady giving you your daily fix.
Yo, what up?
Listen to my shit. Listen here. Move along.
Yo, what up?
Listen to my shit. Listen here. Move along.
Yo, what up?
Listen to my shit. Listen here. Move along.
Yo, what up?
Listen to my shit. Listen here. Move along. Listen to my shit. 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 Big city, even larger world. Rotten apple worm grabs the pearl, revolving around the struggle of the city. This the land of the bold, the gritty. Shifty life on edge, the crowd walking. Everyday
survival avoid point of views, those talking. Unimportant clicks and crews judging your moves. My day's like a walk on the strip. Everybody stay dipped, it's like poverty's flip. When the poor living like the rich with last ends to keep up with Joneses. Can't pay bills, sipping and burning away depression. Liquor and sex sessions, nightmares, the dream repeated on the news. Violence don't stop, neither do the cops. Quarter shape or put some sour at the barbershop. Shootouts on Fulton Street in front of the chicken spot. After hours, eyes open on them Crooklyn blocks. Best believe anywhere it could happen, hammers clapping. Kitties scrambling over Benjis and Franklin. Analyzing the first seconds in the New York minute.
And you say New York City.
Early worm bites the apple rat, snap out trap, snatching cheese.
And you say New York City.
Ayo, we tryna live out our dreams, make it here, anywhere, NYC.
And you say New York City.
Occupy Wall Street, conquer the bull. We hungry while them slumlords belly full. Ayo, the walls tag, the system's killing the art. You could serve time for a quick spark. Downtown, under beneath Manhattan Bridge, Backstreet, Cobblestone, Dumbo. High class from Park Avenue, Lexington, Soho. Wondering how we getting by. Prices too damn high. The amount of Peter Luger stakes waiting. Unemployment paper, everybody filing for a re-extension. Moms and pops business affected by gentrification. City crumbling in and out of fiscal depression. Budget cuts leads to workers getting slashed. Out of nowhere I caught Lady Liberty's rap. She cut me where it hurt, pad and kiss her. Struggling balancing with the STRE. Double S, the hustle's like a walk in park recess. 2 for 5, 3 for 10. We grinding 9 to 5. A street pharmaceutical distributor. 99-cent methods to survive.
And you say New York City.
Early worm bites the apple rat, snap out trap, snatching cheese.
And you say New York City.
Ayo, we tryna live out our dreams, make it here, anywhere, NYC.
And you say New York City.
Occupy Wall Street, conquer the bull. We hungry while them slumlords belly full. Sunsets catch the view, QU night in sunny side. A far rock over the beach at sunrise. It's like a jungle out there. Sedgwick, Cedar, BX Park with Cool Herc spark the culture. On Canal Street, look out for ninja vultures. The DVD, Gucci, Louis Vuitton, Prada imposters. Trains like a talent show / quickie market. Double D batteries, candy and live art. All on a ride uptown to the South Bronx. Alphabets connect the numbers on the Iron Horse. Underground tunnels set the course for transportation. Hail a yellow cab and speed to the destination. If they'll even stop downtown, like nowhere else is like how my city gets down. From Ellis to Staten Island as the ferry goes round. Passengers stuck in rush hour traffic midtown. Get lost in Strong Isle. New York beyond the 5-borough bound.
And you say New York City.
Early worm bites the apple rat, snap out trap, snatching cheese.
And you say New York City.
Ayo, we tryna live out our dreams, make it here, anywhere, NYC.
And you say New York City.
Occupy Wall Street, conquer the bull. We hungry while them slumlords belly full. Still the moment one time, 40 deuce billboard shine. Still the moment one time, 40 deuce billboard shine. And why? Yeah, NYC. Come on, yeah. To everybody in the place to be, New York.
Okay, yo, you have to play that one again, yo.
Another blessing. Yes. Between the grooves like wet soil, forever loyal. You have to track, the rest is rap like aluminum foil. No time to slack, straight hot as deserts in Iraq. Critical times, spiritual minds, so many beautiful raps. Spit a few rhymes to smack you over analytical cats. Riddle through backstreets, dagger slit a few perhaps. They didn't oppose a ninja, master of the food. Avenge your life of others, about the sun through. So relax. Woo! The pen, truly mightier than the sword. Fight with sharp words, scar eardrums on tour. Early up in the dojo, practicing my form. Stronghold organized with dwellers. Then we swarm, using leafly techniques. Walk over 8 beats. Swing blades and camouflage kimonos on Swedish streets. Learn from the masters, Prince Mo and UG. How to use Tai Chi to balance pins like bladed weaponry.
Jump top with blade in hand. Laying with part of your face in my hand. Vanish in the sand. I am the deadliest sword swinger. In between my thumb and 4 fingers is the soul splitter. I soak in rivers to replenish me. Energy, enemies, defense is weak. See my energy. And this meeting causes my strength to evolve. Assassin, hyena style, kill when I'm laughing.
Samurai code of honor. There in a second in the sight of drama. Protect the honor.
Samurai code of honor. Sword out, the war route is what we take. Scar up your armor.
Samurai code of honor. There in a second in the sight of drama. Protect the honor. Samurai code of honor. Loyal, the crown royal soldiers in the midst of lies and drama. a second. Trapped in a game like Tekken, learning life's lesson. It's animated where we resting. Urban tenements exchange words with high priest shallow residents. Rumble I rise, blood in my eyes, Tim's tired, revenge in my heart. War in my veins, my body's in pain. I'm bruised, battered and scarred. Lose half of your arm, lose half of your arm. Oh, we warned you. Smoke clicks like ganja and bongs. Getting your ass like thongs. Fight demons, life breathing through songs. My legions from a reason where it's freezing. We're heathens, don't get it wrong. We straight G's with reason. Sweden, let's get it on. Samurai code of honor. There in a second in the sight of drama. Protect the honor.
Samurai code of honor. Swore out the war route is what we take. Scar up your armor.
Samurai code of honor. There in a second in the sight of drama. Protect the honor.
Samurai code of honor.
Loyal, the crown royal soldiers in the midst of lies and drama.
Between trees, I dip and weave and leave enemies with no knees. I fold leaves and feed off them. Your G's awesome. Branches leap off them. Creep floss in my blowgun. Foes done.
Shogun, pole done, chosen. Flows run through your veins. So strung, expose the lung in your brains. Breathe easy, samurais get greasy. On the grind, shake the chain. Slash whack rappers, smash and get cheesy.
But cheesy, imagine to fathom this combined intelligence. This secret guild of the advanced paragraph specialist. The craftsmanship too incredible, rememberable, remarkable. Samurai shoguns, hold down the fortitude. The U.S. and Scandinavian continents are one.
Samurai code of honor. There in a second in the sight of drama. Protect the honor.
Samurai code of honor. Swore out the war route is what we take. Scar up your armor.
Samurai code of honor. There in a second in the sight of drama. Protect the honor. Samurai code of honor. Loyal, the crown royal soldiers in the midst of lies and drama.
Way of the samurai, way of the samurai, way of the samurai. He should still be able to perform one more action, even if a samurai's head were to be suddenly cut off.
I'm from that place where anything can happen. City of schemes get got for nabbing. Lives get shortened when cats be clapping. New York, 5 boroughs, take this, no asking up. Cost the living's up, so everybody's scrambling. Dipping and diving through the belly that's rotten. No pots to pissing, so thugs be plotting for the next Vic. They robbing, Martin, they hooded out gangster goblins. Crooks with short tempers and problems. You gotta walk with like 2 swords. Open mic fight night, snatching your mic cords. Rumbles in Brooklyn, uptown, BX, Lower East and Queens. Central booking overcrowded with misdemeanor and fiends. End of the month sweeps to fit quotas. Shiesty cops with itchy fingers grabbing they toasters. Slip, now you're on a missing persons poster. It's that easy for cheesy. Streets be watching from stoops to rooftops. Holding down blocks, a million ways to get over beating clocks. Some go straight while others cook the rock. They cut it, serve, recoup, then re-up just for the buck. In God we trust. Live from New York City, where the guns bust. I'm from that place, anything can happen. City of schemes, got for napping. Lives get shortened when cats be clapping. New York, 5 boroughs, ish, no asking. I'm from that place where anything can happen. City of schemes, got for napping. Lives get shortened when cats be clapping. New York, 5 boroughs, take ish, no asking. What? Take ish, no asking. New York, 5 boroughs, Bronx, Queens, Manhattan, Staten Island, Brooklyn, Long Island, New Jerusalem, Yonkers. It's all over. New York. Lifelong. Big Ben D. Fred One don't sleep.
My hood, all around. Shit's a state of emergency, you know. We in a state of emergency, you know. Creep the streets with my third eye open, hoping to avoid getting hit. They got me in the scoping, walking through the hood, it's a maze, I'm amazed. Bars everywhere, resembling a cage. 12 on the prowl, harassing the natives, thinking everybody foul, but they only my neighbors. Real niggas stand up, proud with your chest out. Grind, get money, fuck the world, that's the best route. Keep your head up, Machiavelli told me that. Hand on my gat, nothing gonna hold me back. The beast on the streets wanna eat you. Turn on the news, they killing up all our people. Shit is transparent, you can see through. It could be you, it could be me. The streets are real lethal. Long as you got the knowledge. Street college, PhD. All ratchets are polished.
Triumph on a truth for square. One mind, one army, one vision. When we give forth in submission, we got you stuck with the realness. They ain't venom to the poison. All my truth for square, beware. We dealing with modern warfare. Have you in primal fear, blind from the real loss. We moving on a different frequency, Lord. Protect me from my enemies. Let love guide me. Watch for the evils lurking around me. Couple shooters on speed dial. Watch for the bounty. Survival the mentality. Every corner tells a story. Pain and the glory, fame and the money. Fresh in my rugby. Been thugging since a shorty. Brown bag guzzling the 40. Pistol under the hoodie. Chipping off a cookie, vision got blurry, hands got dirty. Thirst or the hunger, Bronx Brahma, an awful dodger. Moving through Cybertron, omnivore, outdoorsman, sportsman. Dry goods and cashmere, been at it all year. Fine cuisine and fly garments. Triumph on a truth for square. One mind, one army, one vision. When we give forth in submission, we got you stuck with the realness. They ain't venom to the poison.
Welcome to the last days, inside the final hours. Future where vultures spray, swoop down and devour. Watch them snatch the souls of cowards. Only the strong survive, predators smell fear. Sound boy, burial, sprinkle their ashes on asphalt. Take over your area, airways by aerial assault. We at war here, bombs bursting in air. Guard yours, giving ice picks for ice grills. All or nothing, 24 hours, grinding the bill. Bird kings with grounds. Crafting golden era sounds, school of hard knocks, treacherous 70s, grimy 90s, cassette tapes to wax, polo sport, Air Max, magic camo fit, so I wore the cap. When Comet throws a screwball, DJs, they scratch that, accurate facts, nothing but truth, recited in the booth, and when you see them generals, 21 guns salute, blah.
Yeah.
Yo, can you turn it up a little bit?
Yeah, that's what I was gonna ask. I wanted you to turn it up.
It's mad low on my end for some reason.
Yo, E, you hear that?
And I want to
It
hear
was
one of
perfect
them joints.
before, but then I don't know, like the music got low. I can still hear it, but it's just like a little low. I got my volume raised up too.
You had to refresh a little bit because I had lost signal. I had to refresh myself because I couldn't even hear no sound, but I'm back now.
Okay.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you loud and clear.
Okay, y'all are a little bit low though. I ain't gonna hear you on my end.
You can't hear me?
I can hear y'all, but it's just like before it was louder.
Yeah, it might be something on the engineer side.
Yeah, but I can hear y'all just fine.
You can't turn us up? Turn the quality up?
I don't know, for some reason, like it was like the sound was perfect, but now it's just like low for some reason. Like I got my mic, I got my volume turned up.
Yeah, because I hear you good. I hear everybody good. I don't know what that is.
With me, I couldn't. The songs was a little low for me, and one of them was glitching. I want to hear it over.
You know what? I'm gonna leave and come back just to see if the volume is gonna make a difference. You know what I'm saying?
All right,
copy.
Yeah. Yeah, because we went through that same issue on my side. I couldn't hear, so I had to refresh the whole screen so I could come back.
Right. Yeah, but there's we in the matrix right now. You know what I'm saying?
That's a fact.
So we gonna have the glitches happening. You know what I'm saying? Like it's all part of being in the system. Like we in the system right now. Like,
Yeah,
you know.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
But
Gotta take the good with the bad.
you know, shout out everybody that's tuned in. I see a lot of people tuning in from YouTube. Shout everybody out for tapping in with us. Screwball Radio,
Cool hand.
episode
Yeah.
episode 224. Or we at 224, right?
Yep, we moving up in those rankings, boy.
Because I seen on YouTube it said 223, but 223 was last week's show. But anyway, shout out all the listeners.
There we go.
Shout out my brother Life Leggy for being on with us.
There we go. That should sound way better now. Now
Shout,
we back on.
shout out the whole Screwball family. You know, the army is deep, you know.
Cool hand.
And you know, we're gonna continue to give y'all the real. So now we back to the interview point with my
My
brother.
bad. It's sounding perfect now, guys.
Copy.
Yeah. Like I was saying, like we in the Matrix. This why I say we live in the Matrix, because we gonna always have those issues. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man. Hell yeah. You know, hip hop is about technical difficulties.
Yeah, we like Neo in this bitch. We in the Matrix.
Exactly.
You know?
Right.
Yeah, this is hip hop. It's grimy, it's dirty, it's grungy. It's none of that
That's it.
polish.
That's it. Yo, I love what y'all was playing. That was like a blast from the past. Some of the joints y'all was playing. Y'all played City of Schemes. Wow. I ain't heard that joint. City of Schemes, low key, was my first video that I ever shot.
So yeah, like I was explaining to you, like I like to give the listeners kind of like they go in a time capsule with it. So we bring you all the way back to the beginning, to the essence of why you started your journey. You know what I'm saying? And you know, for the second half of the show, we're gonna bring people up to speed to you know, the things that you've been doing currently.
Nice.
You know, let the people know where they can find your music. You know what I'm saying? Because I know you like me, and you don't really rock with the streaming shit.
Nah, I don't really. I ain't gonna hold you. The streaming sites is something new for me, although I understand the dynamics of it, that, you know, that's where a lot of people are listening to their music, because people are cheap. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, people have these services where they can listen to music at their disposal. So I'm understanding it. You know what I'm saying? You can find a lot of my music, the current up-to-date stuff, is actually streaming on all platforms. So I have an album. I've been putting out albums for a minute, but as far as the albums that have been streaming since 2000 and I would say 17, so all of those albums are up. So you got Bat Out the Cave, which is an album that I put out with Bunny Beats from Scotland. That's streaming right now. The Ginsu Blades album, produced by A Sharp, that's streaming on all platforms. You can get that on A Sharp's Bandcamp, asharpbandcamp.com. You can get both of my current albums on all streaming platforms. That's still relevant and in the day of the night. But I have those also directly on my Bandcamp. The Still Relevant album, I had physical copies for it, but the CDs are sold out. But I still have CDs, cassette tapes, and vinyl left of In the Day of the Night. The CDs and cassettes are kind of thin. I got a couple of pieces of vinyl left. So just go over to lifelongbandcamp.com and you could basically just get all my merch. But all my music is pretty much streaming. You know what I'm saying? On Spotify. I'm Lifelong on Spotify. That's the L.I.F.E.Long on Spotify. And yeah, man, just tap in, bro. You know what I'm saying? People could even just hit me on the social media platforms too if you need something direct. You know how we do, Comment. You know what I'm saying? We ship directly to our fans and we speak directly to our fans. So,
Most
you know
definitely.
what I mean? If you're not someone that's not on those streaming platforms and you're like an old school artist that only likes physical copies or stuff like that, I got that stuff for you.
So there's one thing, since I've been streaming music since about 2006, 2007. I want to say 2006.
I have stuff out there, like I said, but not all my albums. Like, for instance, the Samurai Code of Honor that you guys played, that's streaming. But that whole album where that was taken from is not streaming. I only put the single out. I put The Journey and I put Samurai Code of Honor out as a digital single. And that came out, basically that was streaming back in probably 2008 or so, like around that time.
My thing is, how do you feel about the streaming? I ask all my guests this.
I feel like it's a gift and a curse. I feel like it's a gift because it helps us to get our music to people that necessarily would not be able to find us. You know what I'm saying? On just maybe the circuits and markets that we are normally on. But I feel like it's a curse because the exclusivity of you being an artist, I mean, it can still be exclusive because, you know what I'm saying, you can just have your music on a website or whatever. But I feel like just and then not even have them on the streaming sites. But I feel like the streaming sites, I just feel like they don't cater to the artists. It's like these companies, they have these basically sites that put out music for artists, and then customers pay a really cheap fee, and then they can basically stream and listen to music as much as they want. But then us as an artist, we don't make nothing off of that, really, especially artists like myself that's an independent artist, that I'm not being played and my music is not being streamed on a, you know what I'm saying, maybe on a daily basis, or, you know what I'm saying? So I feel like it's like it's a gift and a curse. I mean, it's a gift because you can find my music on Spotify. You can find my music on Tidal. So, just like you can find your music too, Comment, like we up there with the big boys, but at the same time, it's like, where is this money going to after the music is being streamed? You know what I mean? And then it's like, even if your music is being streamed, you get maybe say you're getting 10,000, you're getting thousands of plays, and then what you getting at the end of the day? A check for $20 or something like that? It's crazy, man.
You get a peanut butter jelly sandwich with a quart of water.
Meanwhile, I can press up 100 copies of something, and if I sell that for $20, $15, $10, even if I sell it for $5, I'm making more money, you know what I'm saying, than I would see streaming. And then how long you got to wait for that money too from the streaming? I ain't seen nothing yet from my last two projects that I put out.
Yeah, I mean they
as far as on the streaming aspect, I saw digital money off of Bandcamp. So you understand what I'm saying? So it's just like I got it streaming because I feel like I have to as an artist to basically stay within the times of now. But I rather would just put out regular merch, man. Just put out merch directly to the fan, or have my digital stuff on Bandcamp, or maybe just a website where you can just only get the digital from there. It's just better as an independent artist, I feel. But, I'm not going to tell artists not to put their stuff on these streaming sites because, you may want a Joe Schmo that doesn't listen to what's on these independent circuits, but they listen to music on Spotify, or they'll listen to music on YouTube, and they'll just be searching for stuff, and then your music will come up, and then they could be, and that could be an instant fan or whatever, just because of how certain fans listen to music. So it's like you can't pigeonhole yourself and not be a part of those markets, you know what I'm saying, as an artist. You know what I mean?
But for me, I feel like YouTube works the same way. So YouTube actually pays you more than Spotify. So for me, I rather use YouTube as the tool that gets me to the fans. And at the same time, right under my YouTube, in my description is a link for them to go buy the physical album. Instead of, me sharing the Spotify link where they're gonna pay me points to a penny. And me and E, we've had this conversation many a times because it's just how I feel about streaming. I feel like, if you're not doing $1 million, $1 million listens a month, you're not really doing nothing. And when you do the math, 1 million views is only equivalent to about, depending on the platform that it's being streamed on, it's anywhere from 800 to $1,200, 1 million streams, where you got people that subscribe to these platforms at $10, $11 a month to get endless music, and they're making the billions of dollars while
Somebody
we
got
the
some feedback.
yo Kyron, that's you?
Yeah. You can hear me?
Yeah, yeah. There's like too much feedback. I don't know, like you got a window open or
Hold on for a minute. Let me roll the window up. All right, you can hear me now?
yeah. So
Is it a little better?
yeah, it's better. Um, I feel like
Copy.
a million streams is the equivalent to $1,200. You need 300 and I think it's 355 streams that equal $1. When I could sell 300 copies at $10 to $15, and I'm
Or
ready
even
for
20. And then when you're talking about vinyl, that's even more money.
yeah, and I'm back to another album. I'm back to having paper to make another album. Where Spotify, you know, if you all right, put it like this, and I even seen like other artists that are bigger artists than me, and they still not doing the numbers because they're not on a big scale like a like a Wayne or you know a Jay-Z or
You gotta be popular though, At the end of the day, people are not streaming you because of your music. They're streaming you because you're popular. And then they get into your music later. You know what I'm saying? Once they see your catalog, getting to know your songs, but to get the ball rolling is basically a popularity thing, and that's just the name of the game, and that's just it's sad, but that's just the world we living in. That clout is number one now, and who you are, and people just don't buy from people they don't know no more. And it used to be we used to explore music and get lost in music. It used to be a somewhere for us to get away to, but we don't have album art. We don't have we don't have the videos that come out now. People are not putting enough into them to captivate the audience. So it's like you got to be popular, and that's just the name of the game.
yeah, yeah.
I think there is they do have a lot of there is a lot of art and stuff like that in the game. I think what the problem is it's just oversaturated. It's so much stuff
Yeah, but I
coming out.
mean that's one thing, but at the end of the day, it's like people like what they like. You know what I'm saying? So the
That too.
saturation, the saturation is not really the issue. It could be a billion things out there, but people gonna gravitate what they gravitate towards. But to get to people to pay attention to you, to get the people to want to be interested in you, that's something that you gotta build. Building interest is a part of the game. And I wish we could just drop music and just get a response. I wish that was the case, but it's just not. You know what I'm saying? It never has been. You know what I'm saying? And
You're right.
because I signed my first record deal at 18 years old. I was signed to Warner Brothers, so I know I grew up in this business. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? And I know both sides. I know the side of saying fuck the label. We're gonna do our own thing too. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what we done
Right.
that too. And then we
Right.
end up going back to the label, and I've been through the
Mm-hmm.
whole the tango with this thing. And at the end of the day,
Mm-hmm.
it's like you have to have the support of the people in order to really get somewhere in this business. And that's just the
Fact.
nature of the business. It's like, people, you could rhyme, yeah. Everybody could rhyme that's putting their money up, but at the end of the day, it's like you gotta get the people to believe. Like you gotta get them to be a part of it. You gotta get them to, it's so much more than the music. You know what I'm saying? And at the end of the day, it's like nowadays we get to give our personalities. We got a lot more that we can offer the audience versus just the video and the interview from back in the days. So it's just like it's just like you said. If you don't like to be in front of the camera, it's a curse. But if you want to share experiences with the people, then it's a gift. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what people gonna buy. They're gonna buy the experience.
Right.
You
Yeah,
know what
that's
I
the
mean?
good part.
So
True.
The game is the game more so is a little bit more wide open because for one, there's no gatekeepers. Like you
yeah,
could pretty much
this is the
oh,
best time.
Nah, there's still gatekeepers, but
Well, the
Yeah,
it's
for
it's
sure.
gatekeepers
just
can't really do nothing. They can't
there's
really
more
do
ways of
nothing.
creating your own lane where you don't need you don't need a lot of these platforms. Like before, back in the days coming up, there was only a certain pool of things that you could actually really use to get on and so forth. And if you didn't get put on those platforms, I mean, you still would create your own lanes, but those certain platforms were important. Nowadays, if you don't get on certain platforms, it doesn't really matter at this point because it's so many things that you could do on your own. You know what I'm saying? So it's I don't know. I feel like it's a catch 22 at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? And like you were
Nah,
saying,
man. Yo, at the gatekeeper time is over. Look at Lil Russell, man. All you gotta do is work. I promise you, the gatekeeper time is over. You're gonna go as far as your creativity and the quality of your camera and the quality of your mic can take you. Because at the end of the day, if you could perform at a high level, you good.
Yeah.
I feel
And
gatekeeper
like
that's
up
what
there
I
now.
feel like it maybe the gatekeeper may not, but you know what I'm saying? La Russell built a nice platform on his own, but he has had people along the way, I feel like, you know what I'm saying, to help him and to help, you know what
yeah,
I'm
that's the
saying,
community. That's the
elevate
community.
what he's done.
That's the
Yeah.
community you gotta build. That's the hard part. That's the work. That's the job. The job is to build the community. That's what I was just saying a few minutes ago. Like that's the job. You know what I'm saying? And that's really what setting people apart from the crowd is building that community and actually getting out there and getting people to actually get on board with what you're doing and creating a safe place for the people who you resonate with because at the end of the day you got the people who feel the way you feel, you know what I'm saying, who think the way you think, who view things the way you view things, and it's your job to create a safe place for them to come together and jam to your music because they're going to be the ones who's going to be taking you to where you need to go. those are those
Absolutely.
are your, those are your people, you know what I'm saying, that's your tribe. And to get
Absolutely.
as an artist, you know what I'm saying? It's one thing to go and create music and do music videos, but as a businessman who's trying to sell a record, it's your job to link with your tribe, and that's the job. That's what the big bucks are. That's what you make the money for. That's what
Yeah.
that's what the job is. That's what the whole job is. Other than that, we just doing what we love, and it's not really work because we could do this shit in our sleep. We love it. You know what I'm saying? We can't get enough of it.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? But when it comes time for it to be commercially viable, you got to step out there and you got to put on another cap, and that cap is, mixing and mingling, getting people to know who you are, getting your tribe together, finding out who the people, who your customer is. That's a big part of the job that a lot of people don't understand. That who's your customer. You got to know, and if you don't know, you just gonna be in a big pool with all these other people, drowning and hoping and wishing, and it's just a whole big game. And then the people that's getting paid off of it is the record labels who own the DSPs. You know what I'm saying? They banking on you not knowing who the fuck your crowd is. They banking on you not knowing that, because now you got a record that they eating off of, and they getting all of those pennies add up.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And those pennies don't go in your pocket until you reach a certain threshold. But while they love for you to be under 50 listeners, they love for you to be under a thousand streams, because that's what they eat at. They eat in that little area. You know what I'm saying? That little area where before you get known, like, that's all free money for them.
Right.
You know what I'm
Gang right
saying?
there.
So at the end of the day, you know what I mean? They banking on you staying right where you at, but creating more music for them. They got your catalog basically, and they basically the only ones benefiting off of your music. You know what I'm saying? It's just a whole big clusterfuck.
Yeah,
So,
If
man.
anything, the new gatekeeper is the algorithm now.
yeah, but you could finesse the algorithm too. You just gotta have quality
Right.
content. Quality content. You can't just think because you made it's gonna blow. No, you gotta understand the content strategy. You gotta understand, just look at the YouTubers. They spend years mastering this, and they not even rappers. And then, to be honest, these YouTubers and content creators are making rappers look stupid, because they taking all of our customers and they basically doing none of the work for it. Like, they don't have none of the talent. They basically they the gatekeepers now. They becoming the gatekeepers. It's becoming what they say. A content creator could shut your shit down right now. Kill your
Facts.
shit.
Facts.
All a content creator gotta do is say he don't like you. And that's it. It's over for you. You know what I'm saying? You could be
Over.
nice.
It's over for you.
You could be
That shit
nice.
go
You know what I'm
viral.
saying?
They do a TikTok on you. It's a wrap.
Yeah, you could be nice. You could be dead nice. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, it's just like America. You know what I'm saying? They took our land. It's not their job to give it back to us. It's our job to take it back. You know what I'm saying? Nobody giving us shit. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So at the end of the day, the ground that the content creators took, they would love to see rappers take that ground, because we way more interested in them. It's just that rappers are not understanding the nature of the game right now. You know what I'm saying? Rappers are feeling like, like, why should I do this and that? But at the end of the day, you got to understand, you're not gonna. It's the same way that the actors are looking at the rappers are looking at the content creators. Like, you taking my job, so you got to understand. You got to big up. You got to understand. Look how we was able to go to Hollywood and just skip ahead of all those people who spent years becoming an actor and sharpening their skills so that they could go to Hollywood and make it. And then here you come as a hip hop artist and just take the job. How you think they feel?
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? That's the same way that these content creators is taking the money. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, it's like, you got to understand what it takes and then you got to understand your edge and use it. You know what I'm saying? So now, when we got to change the way that we create content. We got to actually show people that we not only rappers and artists, but we interesting people.
Right.
True.
You know what I'm saying? And once they see that, then we can actually change the narrative.
Right.
We
So
can
lifelong.
fix things. We can fix things at that point in time. Not fix things, because ain't nothing broke. It's the same situation in Hollywood with the actors. You know, it's just we have to report to work in order for it to work. You can't, you gotta report, you gotta come to work. You gotta report. You gotta report. If we don't show up, then somebody else is gonna usurp the energy or the opportunity, whatever you want to call it. Somebody else is gonna take it. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, it's like we all do the same thing. We could do that anytime. I live in New York City. You live in New York City. Let's come together and let's create more than just music. You know what I'm saying? Let's show them how the music is made. Let's show them how the music is processed. Let's show them, you know, how the different things that we did to come up with the music and this and that. You know, yo, my man, turn that light in my face, bro.
So yo,
Your light, mad bright, yo. Your light is too bright. It's too bright. Turn it off.
so life, so
Yeah,
life,
man.
so
So
life.
yeah, man, he got this shit blasting in my face on purpose.
We
Grazie, grazie. I'm in an Italian neighborhood. They think they could fuck with us, but you know how we go. But yo, anyway, you know what I'm saying? This is the way we gotta do things, man. It's just like gentrification. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no need to be sitting around complaining, man. Let's open up a mom and pop store and cook that good old food that they missing. Right now, if we put some real soul food on the corner, we take all the money. You
no
understand what I'm
question.
saying?
Yeah, no
That's
question.
what they need. They need that grits and hogmaw and chitlin, and that's the delicacy we provide that they can't get nowhere else. So you know, we got to show them our source. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, if we really want to compete in this, you know, 50 Cent's doing a good job.
Facts.
Yeah. So
Zip with the drip.
so life.
Criminal Guard was out for a little while. He coming back through. You know what I'm saying? These are all Queens cats that understand.
So life. You know, on you. What's your next moves coming? You know
Um,
what's in life
I
on?
mean,
Yo, I don't got no sound.
Oh, I hear you. Oh, you
my
might.
next move,
Hold on, I'm gonna go out and come back in.
All right.
my next move, um, basically, I'm in an international group. Shout out to my brother Mopman, you know what I'm saying, from Bristol, UK. We're in a group called Fresh Imports. So myself, a USMC, and a UKMC from Bristol. So we combined together. We got the Fresh Imports project. We dropped a mixtape in September called Shipping Worldwide. You can find it on YouTube, actually, on Pocket of Plugs channel. And that was just like kind of like the first beginning. And then I went out there in October. I went to Bristol, UK, and we met in person for the first time. And we just got to work. We recorded mad joints while we was out there, as well as joints that we've been recording back and forth. So we got like 2 projects on the way. You know what I'm saying? We got 2
Right.
projects on the way. And just like a host of just joints that we've been recording since we've been a group for like 2.5 years, and we probably have like over 50 songs recorded. You know what I'm saying? As far as like joints with us, joints that we're featured on.
Right.
He's on the In the Day to Night album. I'm on like 2 of his albums. He has a new album that just dropped called Revenge of the Six, and I'm on that project. So that's like the next thing, you know what I'm saying? The group project. I do have some solo stuff in the works, but I'm not really gonna let the cat out the bag with that because it's still I'm still kind of like working that out. But I
Right.
have I'm gonna be honest with you, I have 4 solo albums that I've been sitting on for the last, like, trying to get them right. There's about 2 that's done out of the 4, but I've been sitting on like 4 albums for like, I would say for the past 4 or 5 years, bro.
Why have you
But
felt that? Why have you been holding on to them? Because you feel like it's not
it's
ready.
not even. I'm not even gonna. You know how it is when you work with people, you sometimes have to work on other people's schedules. So that's what
Right.
I'm just kind of dealing with as far as like with the solo stuff. But the group stuff is what I'm really like just focused and just gearing up on the fresh import stuff. You
Because
know what I'm
that's
saying?
right.
I do have some solo singles that are about to drop, but fresh imports is that's what I'm really really like just banking on. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because it's ready to go.
It's ready to go. But I do have some singles on the way. I got a single. Shout out to Mo Ogun. That's my partner in the Length Wave. I got a platform too. You know what I'm saying? Where we interview people. It's really just some hip hop ambassador vibes because not only do we do interviews, we also throw shows. We also are just like networking and just consulting with like just younger artists on the come up. But Mo Ogun is a producer. So me and him have a song that we about to drop real soon. We're gonna shoot a video for it too. I have a track that Big Deep from the Two Hungry Bros produced. You know what I'm saying? So that's gonna come out pretty soon too. And I'm featured on a bunch of joints too in the works too. You know what I'm saying? So outside of the fresh import stuff, it's a lot of like Lucy's, you know what I mean? Little singles and
Yeah, yeah,
Lucy.
yeah.
Word.
So outside of the music, for those that don't know, my brother Lifelong, he puts together a lot of shows, a lot of good hip hop shows.
Yes, sir.
I believe it's the Sessions.
Yes, the Sessions crew. The Sessions, we've been doing the Sessions shows honestly since I would say 2008. And then we took a little hiatus for a little bit, and then we started back doing shows in Brooklyn at the Secret Pour in 2020. September of 2020 was our
Oh,
first show.
so during COVID you was doing it?
It was basically right when the city like reopened. So the city reopened in like 2020. You know what I'm saying? 2000, yeah, about like 2020, I would say, 2020, 21. And yeah, so we've been throwing shows since then.
Because I know I didn't grace one of them until 2023.
Was it 23? Okay, yeah, 23. Because you know what?
2020
It's weird because
might have been
so
2024.
I believe it was 21 September when we threw our first show at the Secret Pour. But we actually threw a show. We really threw our first show at another club in August of 2021. And then September of 2000, sorry, not 2020, 2021. And then September of 2021 was when we moved over to Secret Pour and started doing things officially at Secret Pour. So the Sessions crew is myself, Respect to God, Poet Some Stratum, Cut Supreme, A Sharp, you know what I'm saying? And we throw a monthly, the third Friday of every month in Brooklyn at Secret Pour, 1114 DeKalb Avenue. The next one is actually this Friday coming up, you know what I'm saying, May 18th. Now, sorry, May 16th. And yeah, man, it's a vibe. You rocked, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
That was actually when I did that show, that was my first time back on stage in a long time.
Since COVID, right?
Yeah, because you
See?
remember in 2019 we was everywhere. We every show popping out. You know, um,
Right before it shut down.
yeah, right before it shut down, and then it shut down, and I just took a step back. And when you put me on that bill, that was my first show back on stage. My first time back on stage. My first time performing new records. You know what I'm saying? Like But it was just great, man. The vibe was great. Everything around, everything was hip hop, and yeah,
Yeah, you got to come back out, bro.
soon enough, I'll be back on your stage again.
Yeah, man, you come back out, bro.
Because
And then, like I was saying before too, with Mo Goon, I'm doing stuff with him as well. Me and him are the Length Wave. So we've been throwing like shows too outside of what I do with the sessions. Me and him have been throwing shows as well. So we thrown like 2 shows as well. We had I'm gonna say probably like, we are probably one of the ones that the first ones to bring. I'm not gonna say the first ones, but yeah, I haven't seen Ito rock on the New York stage, you know what I'm saying, in a while, probably like since he first came out. And me and Mo, we did that, you know what I'm saying, in February.
Yeah, I did an Ethos show. We was in Brooklyn, right off the BQE.
Before COVID though.
No, after.
Oh, after COVID? Okay.
After COVID. It was a PF cutting event. It was his doo-wop and Ito, they dropped a mixtape.
Oh, I remember that.
It was at I forgot the name of the spot, man.
I remember that mixtape that dropped. But but me and Mo been throwing some good shows, man, some nice shows. And
but he didn't really he ain't really perform, he came out, he did a little bit, Tony Yayo was in the building.
Nice.
A lot of New York was in the building.
Nice.
I was there courtesy of PF Cutting.
Okay. Shout out to PF Cutting.
My man Double AB was in the building.
Shout out to Double AB.
And it was just a good vibe. It was a good vibe right under the BQE.
Nice.
And but yeah, like what I was gonna say is, when I first met Lifelong, he was hosting. We was at Santos, he was hosting. Then I met him again. He was the host for Art of Lyrics. He was doing that with Rhino,
Fred Ones,
and Fred Ones
mm-hmm.
over there in the Hunts Point section of the BX.
Yes, that was before they moved it to Camaradas.
Yeah, where you enter at your own risk. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Then they moved to Camaradas, and then now you're doing the sessions. Along with the music. So on that note, we're gonna get back into your music. Gotta give the people a treat. It's Saturday night. That's why they here. They here to hear the exclusives and
exclusives. And y'all was playing some exclusives earlier because I know a lot of the listeners ain't here. A lot of them joints y'all was playing, especially like that City of Schemes joint. Y'all played Illy. Shout out to Elohim Star. It's my brother.
Yeah, like I tell you, man. When we bring someone on the show, it's a history lesson. It's a hip hop history lesson for those that don't know
y'all, man.
That don't know the artist. So we're gonna take you back to bring you forward. You know what I'm saying?
I appreciate that, man. I really appreciate y'all.
And we're gonna do that right now. So
yeah.
Before we get out of here, let's give them what they want. E. Let's get it. Who? Screwball Radio.
Man, who? Fresh Imports. What up, more E?
Lifelong. Check it. Fresh Imports. Yo. I never rocked on, bro. Big ears, Dumbo. Are you dumb, bro? Cheers to the mans in the pub, though. Collection strong. Don't get me wrong. I can never have enough, low. My style's cutthroat. No close shaving. We keep it moving forward, never slow pace it. Every day's a new day, the earth's still rotating. Me and Liggy back to back, bars alternating. Here to take the spot from the soft rappers at your overrated smoky settings. Yo, pass me the rolling papers. We got a load of flavors. I keep my circle smooth. I don't roll with traitors. I don't roll with snitches. Funny when grown men act like a load of bitches. Wanna know your business? Me, it's so ridiculous. Face off like John and Nicholas. More than conspicuous. School of life, you can't add this to your syllabus.
Yo, live. Yo, what up?
Marty.
Opposite TK Maxx, bro.
Nah, you ain't seen the cookies out there, bro.
What? Classic flow cookie.
Oh man, son, if they got that yellow one, I need that, man. What?
This guy's larger.
60 pounds? Son, I must PayPal you the money, son. Friends and family too, so you don't get that charge. You already. Yeah.
We outside, F.I. fly like Starship Enterprise. We step in functions and raising eyes. Wow, like, look at them in exclusive designs. You ain't heard or seen this before. We overstock, got way too much in store. We do this on the regular, everyday chores. You wash like doing dishes and mopping floors. Me and Marty bring ladders to raise the bar. We drink shots and IPA beers on Mars. Out of this world like a DeLorean car. We going back to the future for pieces. Got an assortment of flows like high-tech fleeces. Crescent it with the Wallaby Clarks looking prestigious. Get on this wave like Barbados beaches. Ministers at the pulpit, Reverend I preach this. Live from the smoky session, addressing the masses while rocking exclusives.
Hey, yo, man. Yo, Marty, you wouldn't believe, son.
Yo, what's
when
that
I look
vibe?
out here, got the Snow Beach for you,
Snow
son.
Beach?
Word, son. Yes, sir. Yeah, too, son.
Okay.
So, yo, man, I'ma get that deal for you.
Yeah, get that vibe. Get
You know
that.
how we do, son. Keeping the crazy collections in the can. Know what I mean?
Yeah.
Fresh imports,
It's
crazy
fresh
collections.
imports, yeah.
Silence on the beat. Come on.
Yeah. I need that fresh shit life. What you saying? You got that drop for me, yeah? Follow me, my bro. The crispy snow beach. The P is here waiting. The OG. I love that shit. I'm gospel, you know that. Stay connected. Crazy collections. We stay connected. We got the crazy collections. Fresh imports.
We in there, time's ticking, days and chemtrails flying. Strive, survive to obtain what's needed without trying. Militant minds gon' get it how they find. Dodging crooked paths on a slanted line. Most saw jaded, not seeing potential to shine. Black clouds hover like crows over domes. Capturing the scene, then destroying it like drones. Ops get shot down in no flying zones. I'm the striker pilot holding my own in air like F-15 fighter jets well known. Sight targets lock in, watch spots get blown. I'm high above in air like missiles flown.
I've got a single target, 20 right, 15,000 feet, range 20 miles. K-Class got a single target, same, 31,000 feet. And we are ready to play. Okay, I've got you at I'm at your left side.
The black op with an elite special team. Top gun, highly decorated Lieutenant Airman at Tuskegee. Heard on airways worldwide, caught on different frequencies. Steady in rotation like propellers of frisbees. Striking the air with enough armor or ammunition, artillery. Sharpshooter, swooped in, swiping like a looter. Words ricochet the air like a chopper shooter. Smell the gunpowder like aroma of Buddha. Level the place, blow up in your face. Disintegrate whole crews into piles of waste. Sound clash in the skies, paper plane race. Baron versus Baron in an aerial chase. Air raid, drop bombs, lead the sky blaze. Strike and make contact, aerial combat. Air raid, drop bombs, lead the sky blaze. Strike and make contact, aerial combat. Air raid, air raid.
Okay, come on, I'm gonna put him on the side of my scope to avoid the Fox 1 going left. Eyes open, he should be right behind us. Okay, here he's looking right behind us now. Tally 1. Okay, we got a short, tally 1, Fox 1.
Yeah. No chops to leave, right? Come on. Dark night on the back block in Gotham. Ops spotted the shooters, got him, they mobbed them. Blast. The repercussion of shots, all you heard. Pitch black darkness from a distance, no words. Silence swings the violence, creeping after hours. Cowards holding their hearts, a gladiators see. Tales told who holds the sword. When the boiling pot thickens and pours over. Venom strikes like the spit of a cobra. Over the rhythm slide, just stick it inside. Find the pocket, lock it in the mind. That's even before I even constructed the rhyme. Words roll off the tongue, they swing, they swung. Sentences organized, confusing kinds, different from mine. Get the slang editorial, relatable. Reaching the algorithm, I pack a punch like purple Kush-ism. Rolling, smoking with the filter, raw high times. Magazines can't cover all of today's news. Blues yet shades of haze when you lose. Scratch a box as you place your bet.
Freaky flow.
Yo, I'm freaking flows frequently. Flawless fly, fearless fresh, ferociously. Yo, I'm freaking flows frequently. Flawless fly, fearless fresh, ferociously. Yo, your tape get inserted for me to eject. I'll treat you just like an A&R rep. Don't call me, I'll call your CD frisbee out the car window, your vinyl go. Demonstrations of your instrumentation, a pure representation of what someone else created. No exception to the whackness you innovated. I'm way ahead counting the marks, I'm never outdated. Roll another one, I'm past levels of faded. Recorded live from up underneath the basement. Yet still reaching the mainstream adjacent. Universal the sound transmitted. I'm catching all area waves. Far from regular, y'all fly by night cappers. Some Leonardo DiCaprio actor fake ass trapper rappers. And that's how most these clowns showcase their talent. A bunch of posers, pretending with gangster ballads. It's funny how the masses be impressed with the false narratives. It's embarrassing how much disrespect to the culture. Nintendo games, I'm aimed at the sky. Duck hunt, my recitals stifle y'all vultures.
Freaky flow.
Yo, I'm freaking flows frequently. Flawless fly, fearless fresh, ferociously. Yo, I'm freaking flows frequently. Flawless fly, fearless fresh, ferociously. Yo, I'm freaking flows frequently. Flawless fly, fearless fresh, ferociously. Yo, I'm freaking flows frequently. Flawless fly, fearless fresh, ferociously.
Freaky flow. 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 Freaky flow.
Disgruntled fool all your life. You mad at your job, you mad at your wife. Go meditate, my man, and get your mind right. You mad at breakfast, you mad late at night. You mad at lunch before you even take a bite. You gon' catch a stroke if you don't take it light. You mad at your mans, you scroll right past your music. You frustrated with your clique, they won't bump to it. Your phone bill's late, your lights late too. Your finances are shit and your fits ain't cool. But don't self-destruct, you fucked if you do. And it's selfish as hell, your kids need you. But don't nobody wanna be around a bad attitude. Always throwing subs, thinking somebody subbing you. You mad at your family, you mad at your nephew. You mad at your barber, you straight seat you. You mad at everybody, well who's mad at you? They said that you a screwer, and I believe it's true.
Nigga, wait a minute, nigga. You angry at breakfast, nigga? You gang banging on bacon, nigga? This is...
Bro, why are you so mad? It's early in the morning. Come on, man. Turn that frown upside down. Yo, what's going on? I don't know, bro. He just came to school mad. You got cramps or something? You need some pads? What is it? Why? Why you so mad? It's not live, bro. Come on, live. Come on, bro.
Just straight mad for no reason, any season. Mad cause you the one not succeeding. You mad cause the fam not believing. You mad cause people out here
every action causes a reaction. Can't get mad when you the main attraction to the bullshit now caption. Your anger now seen on the big screen. Everybody know how mad you get, so they leave. You don't hear from peeps for years, just cause you overreacted and got mad out of nowhere, all by yourself. Now who you mad at now? Damn, you gotta look at yourself.
Hey yo, SI's finest, man. Yeah, they think I'm an urban myth or something. They don't know the kid been doing this for a minute, man. Over 2 decades in this, yo.
Started off like entering inside a cannon. Human cannonball. I dive in, crashing, bashing, break apart the scene. It's me, Liggy. L-I-F-E spelled out so pristine, top shape eloquently. Spoken the beast, awoken, poking the coke beer with a big stick. Got no fear. While sleep, I'm chasing the monster in my nightmares. No running, facing all issues head on. Fist holding mics, no reference, just the grip strong. Still seeing multiple wins on different teams like LeBron. But to me, the abnormal's regular. Begin, finish, start, stop, rewind before the footage is diminished. Catch this raw live with no edits. My movie's marvelous with bonus features after the credits. While being here, best believe I've seen a lot. Made moves, broke bread, and gave it all I got. My chapter's not done, still writing the plot. Yo, OG season vet, not new to this. Over a decade of music, I got hella spit. Yo, it's like they not singing my gift. Lifelong, more than just an urban myth. Yo, decades of music, got hella spit. OG season vet, not new to this. Yo, it's like they're not singing my gift. Lifelong, more than just the urban myth. Yo, dues paid, hella receipts to back it up. Plus my passport stamp, Canada, UK to Europe. Cross globes and borders to barter with flows. Even out in Belgrade, Serbia, they know. Big up Kiza and Jolie in France anyway. Jan and Tim in Berlin. Big Ape in the elite fleet team in Sweden. I get it poppin'. Cross ponds, international status. Big up Split Profits, Wishmaster, Mop Man, Mr. Fire, Lewis Parker. My UK fam, keep it all live proper. I'm in the air, certified like military choppers. So never underestimate or not see great. The strong man in hip hop held my weight and exchanged bars with some of the great. A little something, something like a Lagunitas bear. I've been here, floating around like air. The cumulus cloud up in your atmosphere. OG season vet, not new to this. Over a decade of music, I got hella spit. Yo, it's like they not singing my gift. Lifelong, more than just the urban myth. Yo, decades of music, got hella spit. OG season vet, not new to this. Yo, it's like y'all not seeing my gift. Lifelong, more than just the urban myth. You know what I mean? More than just an urban myth. Been here for a minute, you know what I mean? Backtrack and just, you know what I mean? Do the knowledge and just, you know what I mean? Research. Google the kid, do something, man. I've been here, man. Come on, y'all. That's us finest on it. Yeah. Lifelong. Shout out my man Chaz. Yeah, King.
Cause we get down for ours, we get down.
We get down.
Down for ours, we get down, no doubt.
Yeah.
Down for ours, we
Come
get
on.
down, no doubt. We get down for ours, we get down, no doubt. Down for ours, we get down, no doubt. Down for ours, we get down, no doubt. Down for
Break it down real quick. Hey yo, I set it up to the break of dawn, early morning. I see I'm reaching up with a stretchy on it. I let me plan the mission before the evening. It all happens for a reason, true meaning. So I treat moments serious and manifest to happen. Believe in self, it's truth in what's spoken. Rapping the format, the words they really hearing. So greetings, I bring you from job flow. Spray like big drums on a pum-pum. Soldier boy on the battlefield with rhythms. I kick 'em like Tribe, R.I.P. 5 Diggy, you know the liggy. Scholar of the hippity, you don't stop the hop that makes your head pop. And when you hear it, it penetrates your spirit. From that funkified, profound sound that got you holding your crown. That's the way we get down.
we get down for ours, we get down, no doubt. Down for ours, we get down, no doubt.
We get down, we get down, we get down.
We get down for
cliche, but I'm down gravitate. Still up above but down for my family. Those supporting our fans, my family. Those ones truly who be riding with me. Love and respect and support on my journey. Those ones down, reason I do this. The battery in the back inspiring the music. Cause see, me, I love the culture too. And as a shorty, would dream about what I now do. Remembering ciphers in the park with the crew and those that passed on. Could never forget you. R.I.P. PH, Doc Ock, IG Off, Black and Stan, Black Panther, Tame One, Kango Kid, and MF Doom. And all those fallen who helped push the culture through. We get down for ours, cause we get down for you.
We get down for ours,
Cause we get down for you.
Down for ours, we get down, no doubt.
We get down
for ours, we get down, no doubt. We get down for ours, we get down, no doubt. Down for ours, we get down, no doubt. Down for ours, we get down, no doubt.
Down for ours, we get down. Hey yo, my man Chance Rocker gets down for ours. SI's finest is down for ours. Hey yo, my man Lex, hey yo, gets down for ours. Hey yo, Kestra, hey yo, gets down for ours. Hey yo, OJ, hey gets down for ours. Hey yo, Elohim Star, down for ours. Hey yo, Theosin, hey yo, down for ours. Hey yo, my man Wishmaster, down for ours. Hey yo, Hotwire, down for ours. Yo, everybody like down for ours.
Down for ours,
like favorite clothing.
down for ours, we get down, no doubt. We get down for ours, we get down, no doubt. Down for ours, we get down, no doubt. Down for ours, we get down, no doubt. Down for ours, we get down.
Hey, yo, Marty, you know you had to get me on this one. Fresh imports. Michael P.
Funky on the beat.
It kills. Fresh imported in the camo sportsman. Building this high grade crush mix to grab a twist splits. Home run your pitch, cause what you throwing shit. So many copycats chatting the same topic.
Big split smoker, naughty by nature, so I yoke the joker. Fresh imports, we tryna make the logo. It's worldwide, known as Coca-Cola. The stars got the wisdom like Yoda.
Twice the work is y'all jerks, no ethic, it's pathetic. Me and mine classics, some relics. Run around the clock through different time zones. While half these men can't hold their own.
Yo, we bring the light to the dark. You can't put a price on the art. Still great like a white shark. We apply pressure and always grind hard. Yeah.
Hey yo, this light work. Fresh imports, swinging sabers. Hot flow, split the track like some lasers. We bring the noise, waking neighbors. Return like 6 cent, swinging sabers. Hey yo, this light work. Fresh imports, swinging sabers. Hot flows, split the track like some lasers. We bring the noise, waking neighbors. Return like 6 cent, swinging sabers.
Yo, still never slacking, always crafting. Every action has a reaction. The way we rock the mic, give the listeners pure satisfaction.
Yeah. Hey yo, it's like me and Marty. We stay on our tippy toppy while you click like Crocs, sliding flippy floppy. Double L, fresh imports on horses like jockeys. Play polo, swing mallets and crack skulls immediately.
Yo, it's my life in the capsule. Check the caption. Pirate studio, we split in fractions. Eighths and quarters. Old school and new school like Spotify and tape recorders.
Hey yo, this light work. Fresh imports, swinging sabers. Hot flow, split the track like some lasers. We bring the noise, waking neighbors. Return like 6 cent, swinging sabers. Hey yo, this light work. Fresh imports, swinging sabers. Hot flows, split the
my past finna be in my wake. My day ones jump ship when there was minimal at stake. I dropped a lot of dead weight and I ain't broke a sweat. Maybe dropped a tear too, give or take, more or less, no stress. I found a tribe that reminds me that I'm blessed. J-Pac, DBS on the crest, on my chest. On this quest, mad lessons addressed. It keeps my pen moving as I write it down on my desk. My heart left, I'm really sad you had to leave. I miss you more than you believe. It's been war since you left, I never got the chance to grieve. I can wear this on my sleeve, cause there's no one left to lose. I don't get down like that, why'd you think you had to choose? Okay, fine, that's cool, I'm a cruise, I'm on the move. Don't be mad at a snake, it's gon' do what it do. I be scrolling through my contacts to do what people on it. I got quite the shit list, you should see how many people on it. It's like that, it's like that, it's like that, it's like that.
Never shorted though, cause business is biz. I've aborted, hurt my heart between the women and kids. Asked them giving up by choice or force back then just to live. What's the chance of slim to none? I panic, smile a little less. Lost his pal that she lost the child surrounded by death. This shit is cold. Numb inside my soul, lived 100 lives, though this the only one that I'll expose. Learn the trials of those that's really going through it. Won't speak on little bouts, leave for cowards, not the bruises. Keeping shit at house, sleep on couches, not the muesli. Either way, the doubts made me howl at the moon. Stay for hours, now it's noon, and ain't shit changed. A lose-lose, trying to outdo a fixed game. Only fools play when rules say the risk game. They ain't worth the reward. Too much pride to try my hand with zero hope, but the Lord, it's like that. It's like that, it's like that, it's like that, it's like that, it's like that.
Made while present, activated the plan while seconds turn to minutes, getting where it fits in. Start, begin, simple actions like pressing a button. Be glutton, overstuffed with what we need. Not content with enough, want more, gotta succeed. Stopping never an option, stay consistent and steady rocking. Nostalgic like grandpops in that wooden chair. OG stack, still repping with grays and beards. Wisdom acquired through learning through mistakes over years. And for those in the struggle, I raise beers and give toasts for making it through the year. We gotta continue to the next decade. And even when pressures unfold, follow the light and dodge shade. And when the darkness is thick, it's like that, it's like that, it's like that.
Watch the man, them chop the fish scale. Luckily, I've never been jail, but I seen real hell. Man clocking for the rocks, end up stuck in a box. This that punch of bullshit until your knuckles pop. Never will the trouble stop. All cops are bastards. No such thing as a lovely cop. Bring the danger, that's snowy, that's a lovely drop. CDs and tapes stacked up, we set up shop. See who the real ones are when it gets on top. Some didn't see the vision, even had extras try to tell me to get a job. But I'm working hard, mate, I'm never slacking. Yeah, we make it happen. Scrambled eggheads, yeah, we getting cracking. Welcome to my world, Bristol living every other day. There's a next stabbing. Single mothers on the bread line with debt stacking. Get cracking. You know we light it like that. We keep it lit any track. You know we light it like that. Yeah, you know we keep it lit any track. You know we
all sizes, small, medium, large, XL for the season. Bars up, cause we excel. Lay it up, we rock whatever so well. So many crews try to position but fail. Trying to even compare, it's embarrassing. No comparison. Fresh imports, demolishing, dissembling. Split apart men when assembling. Adrenaline pump, you know I want try romp. We pack man, eat your food, straight chomp. Don't get kicked in the face, tin stomp, crush calm. Got our foot on their necks, give us respect. We the freshest on the set, place your bets on the odds for even. We kill the track for no reason, appeasing listeners. This deserves a million playbacks apart. He passes that dynamite, yo. You know we had to light it up like that. You know we light it like that. We keep it lit any track. Yo, you know we light it like that. Yeah, you keep it lit any track. You know we light it like that. Yo, we keep it lit any track. Yo, we light it like that. Yeah, we stay lit any track. Chopsky, man. You know we had to go to B-more for this one. You'll never know. You're you know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? First top pick in this one. You know what I mean? Top 10 this. Word. Yo, you never know the process of cracking this code. Can't decipher the code. Invisible ink of invincible writers. Serving scripts written like I was Stan Smith. Player of tennis, spitting like swinging a racket. Great ability and agility, man, it's just practice. Master tactics to flip on sight, verbal gymnastics. Words doing handstands off the page. Vocal acrobatics in midair with the Cortex Air Max. Combined low with North Face, I'm drippy like melted wax. Prestigious offer for the rap should be offered plaques. Top tier player, first round pick, raising stats. Distribute magnetic merch, physically or digital to attract. Got verses for whoever, whenever, wherever you're at. Captures cross tour, exploring the map. And if them style not fit, then why wear the cap? Yo, you never know, like Liggy with the flow. It's NY to be more if you didn't know. Yo, you know the motto, wreck shows, rip flows. We winning any roll, tic-tac-toe. Yo, you never know, like Liggy with the flow. It's NY and be more if you didn't know. Yo, you know the motto, rip flows, wreck shows. We winning any roll, tic-tac-toe.
I take my time penning, y'all just rush faster with the ink jot. Looking over my shoulders, factors and eavesdrop. I hear a verse from most rappers, I chuckle with much laughter. The 16s are considered knee slappers. Ingredients, recipe for disasters, achievements, obedient. Microphones I lust after, corn dog spaces. Couldn't capture these spots, packing cheese shots. I got the stature of a Sasquatch. Refrain from confrontation, the brain combination. Put them seeds in the if it was karaoke night.
Yo, you never know, life, Liggy with the flow. It's NY to be more if you didn't know. Yo, you know the motto, wreck shows, rip flows. We win in any row, tic-tac-toe. Yo, you never know, life, Liggy with the flow. It's NY and be more if you didn't know. Yo, you know the motto, rip flows, wreck shows. We win in any row, tic-tac-toe.